Yo, it's the shakedown. Break it, take it, make it loud. Gritty like the city where the giants draw the crowd. Chopped up vocals, beats that pound. Yo, it's the shakedown. Hardest show around. Hardest show around. Black and red and brown. Yo, it's the shakedown. Hardest show
Yeah. What's going on, Big Blue Nation? Sports fans all around the world. You are now tuned into one of the most dangerous shows on this YouTube. It's the Shakedown, baby. The show for the fans by the fans. I'm your humble brother, Blkfreezy, and I got my brothers with me, man. I got Shakes Montana. I got Same Difference. I got GHOSTDOG. I got LRP, and I got your brother. You the chosen one from the Bronx. What's going on, family? What's going on, family? Round of applause to the family. Round of applause to the family. What's going on? What's happening? What's happening? How we feeling? How we feeling? What's going on?
Feeling real good. What it do, man?
Yeah, you know how we do it. You know how we do it. Go around and see how the family doing. Let's start off with Shakes Montana. What's going on, family?
Everything, man. Just getting myself situated back from the slave ship and all that. But, you know what I mean? I'm here, man. We at it. What's going on?
A great ship. It's like a slave ship.
Yeah. Peace to the gods, peace to the gods. All right, Same Difference. What's going on, family? We're about having some technical difficulty here.
You already know. Everything good, man. One day at a time. I was doing a little bit of what Montana was talking about. You know what that is. You know what that go about. That's how we pay our bills. You know what I mean? How we get things done. You know what I mean? So if you ain't working, and you must be a boss. And if you're hiring, holla. You know what I mean?
Yes,
everybody can use an extra dollar.
All right. Real quick. For me, real quick, I gotta reset. So y'all keep it, hold it down. I'll be right back.
No doubt. So we're gonna move on to email. How you feeling today?
Yo, I'm here, baby. 9 o'clock is a good time because anytime after is not. So we are good. I'm ready to go. It's time. Y'all know what's up. Y'all see the energy. Y'all feel it through the roof. Let's get it. You feel me? I'm with my brothers of the same color, of different mothers. But we here today. Let's get it.
GHOSTDOG, how you feeling, bro?
Man, I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling ready. Just a lot of things to discuss, man. Definitely gonna get into it, but as y'all brothers say, man, just getting off from the plantation work. Got bills to pay, you know what I mean, and things to catch up on. And we definitely gonna be catching up on these giants though in this conversation coming up. So for sure, man.
So hold up. So a few of us on here is pulling double duty right now. When it just came
something
from
like that.
Right
sometimes it's double, triple duty.
Exactly. Yeah, bro.
Exactly.
Why you think I'm not on those shows at 10 o'clock?
Yes, sir.
If you catch me on the show at anywhere after 12, then I'm definitely doing double duty. No doubt about it.
Sometimes the quadruple in fact to be in play. So,
that's a fact. And then on top of that, brothers is maintaining families, maintaining children, maintaining households. So you ain't never not working. It's just that you may be working in a different area, mentally, emotionally, or physically. And I'm always on time. You feel me? If something go wrong in one of my buildings, my phone ring, I got to pick it up on a Saturday. I'm always on call, brother.
That's what happens when you the boss, man. All right, fellas. So we feeling good, man. So let's. Oh, go ahead, bro.
My bad, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off, man. But I mean, first of all, Blkfreezy, how you doing?
Oh, I'm chilling right now. Right now, I'm good. Because we on the Shakedown talking.
You're right. He said now? Right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
When I get off, I might have to hit the punching bag a little bit, but we all good.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Now, I just want to share a quick story, right? Before we start the festivities, y'all. It won't be long, pause.
Yes, okay.
Y'all know me and my stories, right? But here's the thing.
Motherfuckers forgot all about me.
Oh
Word.
shit! I didn't
That's
even know
correct.
LRP.
Yeah,
My bad,
like that was
bro.
straight
He said, "What am I,
disrespectful.
My
chopped liver?"
bad, bro.
That was
I
Wow.
straight
waited. I
I
waited
disrespectful.
just
didn't know you
long
was
enough.
here, bro. I
I
didn't know
waited
you was
just
here.
long enough,
My bad,
motherfucker.
bro. Go ahead, LRP. How you doing, bro?
I
How
waited
you
just
doing?
long enough. Goddamn it. I'm good, man. I'm broadcasting from the office for the first time.
So you yelled at us to just get cool?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, dang, yo, y'all forgot about me. All right, well, what's
Nah,
up,
Yeah,
nah.
you
bro?
got,
You heard how he
brothers
said
you
it.
gotta know his
Hold
brothers,
on.
man.
Stirred
Just
the
chill.
pot just to let it simmer. Ain't that something else? It's
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
crazy.
whole fact, bro. He put the lid on the top.
Go on
It
with your
don't taste
funky ass
right.
cars. Go
Crazy.
on with your
LRP for
funky
you.
ass cars. Let the dealer deal.
Right.
That's LRP
We got to
for you.
run it by him. You understand?
All right, so here you go, real quick. Real quick story, right? So y'all know I'm into this draft process. Y'all know I do this every year, but I'm like heavy into it this year, right? So I'm talking to my nephew and shit, and his favorite players in this year's draft, because last year it was Genty. This year it's Carnell Tate and it's Jacoby Lane. He likes those
Because
two
he's
guys.
smart. Because he's smart. Go
I
ahead.
hear you. I hear you. So boom, right? So I keep telling him Jeremiah love all this. I've been pumping his head pause with that. Like ever since the season been over, I'm like, yo, but you need a run game. Even before the Super Bowl, I was like, you see? Yeah, I mean the Super Bowl came along, and I'm like, you see what the run game do? So anyway, right? So we going through this process, and I'm telling him like, yo, I just can't wait till the combine, right? Because he's talking up Jacoby Lane and all that, and I'm like, all right, look, that's cute and all. They can jump over everybody. That's nice. I like that. That's cute. But the way to win is the running game, right? Anyway, I tell him Jacoby Lane, I like him, but his playing speed, it seems to me like he's slow. He looks like he ran like a 4.5 to a run like a 4.6 to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I said I can't wait till the combine come around so I can see what he really runs. Carnell Tate looked like he runs faster on the field to me than Jacoby Lane, right? Playing speed, right? So combine come around, Jacoby Lane runs a 4.4, right? I said, damn, yo, nah, that ain't fucking slow. 4.4 ain't slow, motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? But leaving that out, right? And I'm saying I'm bringing all this up to y'all to say this, right? So my nephew is on Jacoby Lane's TikTok live, and he's talking to him, and he gonna throw me under the bus. Yeah, my nephew throw me under the bus. Said, yeah, my uncle said that you slow. I said, dang. I'm like, but you ain't tell him. I mean, he ran a 4.4, and I said that's not slow at all. You just forget about that, huh? You know what I'm saying? You just gonna tell him that I say he's slow and shit. So you know what his response was to my nephew? He said, "Tell your uncle he's saying all that from the couch." I said, "Oh, this ain't this a bitch? Ain't this a bitch?
Damn.
Oh
Ain't this
Lord.
a bitch?" He
Mm.
got me in
And,
trouble with
and and
Jacoby.
you know
Like,
what's crazy, right, Shakes? He ain't never lied. You are saying all that from the couch.
Not one lie
right?
was told.
I can't even. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
no lies detected, bro. Like, yeah, you are a couch scout. You understand? You
Straight off the
understand?
couch.
That's a fact.
Straight up. Straight up. So, yeah, I mean, shouts to Jacoby Lane. Humbling moment. Yeah, I mean, but I don't think he's slow. 4.4 is not slow at all. You're doing your thing. And you'll see where you at on my list because you're pretty high. But just had to just share that with everybody. My bad.
No
Continue.
doubt. Those are wonderful things, brother. Those are called humble beginnings. And now that we opened up the show, I'm gonna hand it over to the MC for the night. Freeze, what's up, baby?
You know what we doing? We outside. We slide, baby. We slide. So we all know that Mr. Abdul Carter had a jersey change, and the fellas wanted to talk about it. I don't really understand a lot of times why a defensive player would pick a single digit. Somebody has to explain that to me, especially on the linebacker. I'd never understand that. But
Strictly
our
fashion,
young
bro.
rookie has changed his number from 51 to 3, and some people say it look good on him, man. I just want to see what the fellas think about it, which I think about the jersey switch. You
Can I just
believe
go
that this is
first because it's going to be so quick? I don't
yeah,
care. Everybody else can go.
yeah. I mean, talk to me. Talk to
Hmm.
me real quick. You just that's it, right? I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck,
that's.
bro.
I don't care, bro. I really don't care.
Uh,
I don't care.
All right. Is this a consensus or talk to me?
No,
Talk
but
to me.
sometimes I'll give you a sentence on it, right? Sometimes we get caught up in the personal feelings and things that players do, right? And then we want to elaborate on it and try to give content to it. I don't care.
Mhm.
If that's what you want to do, change your number. As long as you doing your job, I don't give a fuck what your number is. Okay, do your job. The only reason
How
why
was
you
you
had
doing in
51
college?
is because you couldn't get 56. But let's get that out there. But
Number was
obviously,
11 in
after
college, right?
yeah, but after all that though, right? You switched to 3. Think about it, LRP, and I want to play double dutch with you on this one, right? If you went through all that with the great Lawrence Taylor, and he told you, no, you got to get your own, you heard? Then you went and got 51, right? And then you feel like 51 is making a mark. But guess what? Right after that, you go switch your number to 3.
Well, hold on,
What you want?
hold on. You're missing a
Where they
major
take
key
that
part.
from?
Remember, he also asked Phil Sims for number 11. Don't forget that as well.
All right then. So that even adds more context to the content.
Yes.
See what I'm
Yes.
saying? He's
So
over here asking veterans for numbers that he can have for Giants tradition, and they're denying him all the way because he hasn't done anything to earn it. Who was number 3 for us that did anything?
I know
That
Obama
was
had
perfect. You saw how the
next
beat
question.
went? Right.
Nobody.
There you go.
the
Nobody.
drop.
So
Nobody.
yeah,
Keep
I
sweating.
like it,
Obama
man.
had
Nobody.
Obama had it
Nobody.
last year, and we ain't gonna talk about
I,
that.
Nobody.
Next question.
I
So here's
like
the
the
thing.
number
Oh,
change, man. I
right.
like
So
the number change, man.
Hey, yo, real quick,
Good.
freeze.
All right,
Let's
one
get some
mic,
music, man.
one mic.
Some tunes.
What you say, bro?
We got the
I'm saying
tunes playing, the beats.
Yeah, the beat's playing. It's just
Okay,
got
okay,
loud.
my
Go ahead,
bad.
bro.
I like the change, man, because there was a point in time that them players couldn't have those numbers. We couldn't play with those numbers. We had to wear like 72, 50 something. Couldn't wear no 60s. You know what I mean? Like this is a number that they couldn't have before. And then it might be something personal to him, like mind, body, and soul. Maybe he done turned a new leaf. He committing himself to the game.
He Muslim, so let's see what the number 3 means in Islam.
Saying it might
That's
got
what I'm
it might
saying.
got
That's
some
where I
meaning
was
for
going
him.
with it. That's where I was going with it.
It
Is
might
like
got
a
some
math
meaning for
problem
him,
in
man.
it? Like if
Yeah,
you
let's
subtract,
find out.
you
Can somebody
divide
find out
56.
what 3 means in the Nation of
Yeah.
Well,
Islam? Because I
from my
know what
understanding,
hermeneutics 3 is.
I don't know as far as all of that was concerned. From my understanding, from my little brief reading, it stated that he only chose it because of his draft designation.
Right.
See?
So
Well, that takes
3 at
something
3.
significant.
So
That
yeah,
takes
3
out
at
the
3.
fun of the math problem.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. 3 at 3.
Okay. So it has nothing to do with hermeneutics. We overreaching when we want to find out what Allah is saying to him. So okay, I'm with it. I got it.
Yeah, I mean, but I just don't. I never understood why it was a big deal. It's usually some sort of big deal, especially it's seeming like when a defensive player changes their numbers, it's a big deal.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you this thing. It's nothing against you. Growing up, I loved to see the linebackers in the 50s. Pause. You know what I'm saying? That was a thing, bro. 51, 52, 53, 54. Like you knew that was your linebacker, right? That's just me. That's okay. Shout outs to changing your number to 3.
Who did he take 3 off of though?
So
3 belonged to somebody else, didn't it?
Wasn't that Obama last
Russell
year?
Wilson. Yeah, Russell Wilson.
Obama's, bro. For somebody that didn't care about the subject, bro, you got a whole lot of shit to say about it.
No, I'm actually explaining how I don't care. I know. You're right.
Like,
Like,
he's just bringing the passion.
Listen,
Probably
this
got the
my thing.
passion with him.
Yeah, this is my thing, right? All right. So, first off, you know what I'm saying? You wore 11. Or, did he wear 11 at Penn State?
yes,
Yeah. He wore
Yeah, he
11
did.
because it carried on the tradition of it. Yeah, all right.
from Michael Parsons. Go ahead.
Right. So, you wore 11 at Penn State, right? Then you come into the league. And you want to carry on that 11, but Phil Sims that shit was retired, and Phil Sims was like, "No, I'm good on that." You know what I'm saying? And he ain't
No,
really,
he said, "Get the fuck out of here" in a nice way.
he ain't really asked him like that. You know what I mean? He was really
Because he
going
can't.
forward. here's the thing that he was really going for that 56 with the LT, like y'all was saying, and then he got shut down by LT. He's like, nah, make your own mark, like you said. All right, but now he's like, all right, I can't get 11, I can't get 56. I'm going to combine it, right? And now I'm going with 51. Okay. Now my thing is all the jersey sales. You know what I'm saying, with the 51s and all that. What you know what I mean? So you telling the fans and shit what they gotta rock some jersey number that you ain't even rocking no more, or they gotta buy a whole new jersey now?
Can I tell you something? I'm so happy you asked that. You ready? They have a new policy in the NFL called jersey exchange. So whatever player, right, that you bought the jersey for, you get to get the newer jersey of that number because you purchased it. It's called jersey exchange.
That's cool. That's awesome. That really is, because I'm like, what happens to those guys? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, now,
Change the number
like you
like
said,
that.
and I'm glad that you put that out, that the reasoning that he's using 3 is because of his draft status. But my thing was, when he decided, he was saying, oh yeah, I'm going to change a new number coming soon. It was to my knowledge that Phil Simms said, go ahead and use the 11. So 11 was up. Now, I don't think he said that in his rookie year, but he definitely said that in this offseason, go ahead and use the 11. So 11 was up. You could have took 11. Instead, you chose 3 because that was your draft, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Where you got drafted. So, I don't know. It don't make sense to me. But okay,
Right.
rock the 3. Let's go.
Right. See? So you feel a little about how I felt, and then when you explained it, it goes to the same premise. It's like, all right, you know what I'm saying? But we just support our players so we don't shit on them. But whatever, man. You know, 3 it is.
Right.
Assalamu alaikum.
Malaikum salam.
Facts. Be brish me a lot.
Right. Right. Oh man.
What you
Peace to the
got up
family,
there,
peace to the
Blkfreezy?
family.
What you got, man?
All right, yo, I mean, I'm glad we kind of ended statements on this one. That we good on this one, the 3.
See, Black
I
ain't
think
even
it's
get
cool.
to it.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's cool.
come
Call
on.
the 3, pick that 3. Cool. All right, like let's see something now. Though. That's my saying. Like enough with the. Let's not be known for the jersey swaps. Is what I'm saying. All right, we found the number. Let's hold on to that.
I
Let's
figured
do
it out.
something.
I
Right.
figured it out.
There,
I mean,
there you go.
Third
LRP
time's the
said
charm.
he figured it out. LRP said he figured it out. Okay.
I
Let's
figured
hear
it
it.
There you
out.
go.
If you divide 56 11 times,
Oh,
get
here we
5.
go.
Hear me out. You get 5. You can't get 5 because that's 10. So he settled on 3.
I just got to say this because I can't help myself. That's the shit that you just came up with for that. I just need to
I waited
know.
for everybody to go.
Okay, that's true. But I love you enough to tell you that I can't do that no more with you, okay? Pause.
What you
I
talking
cannot.
about?
You just said that this man used a great thought process of mathematics division, mind you,
This
right?
motherfucker did vision.
Yo,
fraction.
and then did a remainder.
You know
Y'all
what I'm
ain't peep
saying?
it? Yeah. Yo, he carried the 1. Yo, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done, y'all. I can't no more with LRP. See what I mean? He tries to make sense out of shit that ain't sensible. Abdul Carter's bugging. That's the truth. He's bugging, LRP. But you being a
LRP,
great
can you show your work, LRP? Did you write everything down? Because I need to see it.
right. And did you carry and did you make the division symbol like the little V with the line across?
I said that in the beginning. I said, what if it's a math problem? Sometimes you just gotta figure it out. That's why I let everybody go and listen.
But
And I
that's the
said,
thing. We
that's
love
my
you.
theory.
Okay. And we rocking with you. But I guarantee you, he ain't doing that theoretically. He not. You are to help his ass out. But he ain't doing that on his own. He bugging. And he better stay with 3 for the rest of his career too. Because I'm gonna be, if we gotta have this conversation again, it's gonna get crazy.
The jersey swapper. That's what he about to be known as. The
My
jersey
last
swapper.
about it, right? Like for one, you know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that this will be for the average of sacks a game that he has. You know what I'm
Damn,
saying?
Shakes, you asking a lot.
Right.
God damn,
Right.
Shakes.
Hey, man, look, man, number 2
Legendary for real.
overall pick, man. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be the next best thing since LT. Give me that. Give me that. I
But
need that.
you asking a lot, family.
I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. The standards is high. The standards is high.
Three sacks a game. Hold on, so let's do some math since LRP's right here. LRP, can you tell us what
Why you doing
3 times 17 is?
Let me finish my thought, right? So the 3 sacks, right? And then, you know what I mean? His
Pause.
nickname could also
51. 51. That's crazy.
Hey, 51. Hey,
See,
listen,
look at that.
hey,
7
man.
degrees of Kevin Bacon.
That would be crazy.
All rounds out, bro. 3 sacks a game. Number 3, Trey Carter, 3rd overall pick. Okay, let's go. Okay,
Who the fuck is Trey Carter?
that's what I'm calling.
Mr. Carter. The
He
Carter
said,
3. I'm going to call him the
Trey
Carter
Carter.
3. That's what that is right there. Yeah. Nah, Trey Carter. I don't know about
This man got us mad.
All right. So that's the closing statements on that.
Yeah,
Trey
that's
Carter,
the
right?
very
I don't know
closing
because y'all got
statements
all
on
the
that,
rest up
bro.
around the chest on that one.
Yeah, because he
Everything
bugging.
good?
Right.
Good segment.
So we good? Everything good?
Yeah, we done. Move him off the
Yes,
screen.
sir.
His life.
Yes,
You
sir.
did. You did say it.
I tried
You
to save
did.
his life.
You threw that
Yeah.
boat rope in there too. That cat rope. Making sure. Right.
All right. So moving on. So all right. So an update, you know, to a
That
free
look like
agent.
me.
What's that, brother?
I said that shit look like me with the tore up leg. What's going on?
Nah, this is an update to
Put me
Christian
in there too.
Wilkins. Checking back in on him. According to his agent, he states that he wants to play. He's in shape. We all know that he's coming off of a Jones fracture of his left foot, which derailed his 2025 season, which he only played 5 games. He never had the surgery is the reason why. Technically, I believe he's being blackballed versus just the kiss on the forehead or whatever the inappropriate behavior was. Butte with the Raiders was released, which voided his $35.2 million remaining in guaranteed money. That's a lot of bread, man. A lot of money.
Crazy.
According to the sources, 26 NFL teams have already registered active interested in the 30-year-old defensive tackle. Question is, how are we feeling currently at this point in time? I'm going to put it to the panel. I'm going to start at the top of, with Shakes, man. This is your guy, the one the Twins activate, all the stuff you've been talking about. Talk to us, brother. Like, what's going on?
Power Rangers morph. But yo, first of all, let me just comment on the kissing on the forehead part, right?
Oh shit.
Here's the thing though. You know what I'm saying? When you kiss somebody in the forehead, right, you try and bless them, right? You know what I mean?
No.
Maybe try and bless that man. Like, look,
Is that what that was?
I gotta go. I gotta go.
He was trying to bless him, bro. Y'all don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell y'all this though. You know what I'm saying? That I think it was 2023 or 2022. One of those years, right? If y'all can recall, Miami Dolphins versus Buffalo Bills, there was a crouch grabbing incident.
Oh shit.
Oh, what a crouch. What the hell is a
You
crouch?
didn't know? We know what he mean. We know what he mean. We just gonna leave it there.
What?
We gonna leave it there. We gonna leave it there. We know what he mean.
All right, copy that.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, he got a lot of things on his resume that don't look right. You know what I'm saying? But
You want your cornbread?
Come on now. I'm the pappy. Come on now.
but in all seriousness,
Can't get serious with him because he can't get right.
Allegedly, right? All this is allegedly.
No, that shit
You gotta
happened.
say allegedly.
That shit happened.
Alleged for sure.
He out here
But
grabbing asses and kissing foreheads. That shit happened. He gonna call it
Yeah.
what it is. He's bugging.
Nah, go on and get your own cornbread.
That's yo. He's showing up
I
with
know.
butter
So,
knives,
so,
bro.
so the real aspects is he realistic when it comes to New York Football Giants? Is this something that we're really looking into? Are we a part of this situation? Are we one of the 26 teams that are actively looking into this defensive tackle,
We one of
aka
the 6 that ain't.
Dexter Lawrence's so-called best friend?
yeah, I think we is, man. I think there's a
See,
need
You
doing
think
there.
Giants fans
hardball
right
with it?
there.
You got in front of the eye.
I vote
if
for
if
we as people.
if there's somebody who can regulate, it's
Say
gonna
the
be a
right thing.
hardball. You know
I,
what I
I
mean?
think they're definitely looking. They've been signing people for veteran minimums with no guaranteed money. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
see,
think
that's
they're
the thing.
definitely
That's
looking.
another part of it too. I'm glad you said that, my brother.
Yeah.
How much bread? How much is going to cost to get this man's services paused without the forehead kisses?
So let
We
me
don't need to be kissing nobody on the
see,
Pinecone.
see what I'm saying?
leave
See
that
how it
leave that
goes?
at the crib.
But
Right.
but hold on, let me ask some serious questions to my brothers, right? Real quick.
Mhm.
So if they void the contract, they take a 32.5 hit, or his money is off the books with them. And now we got to do a new contract, or is he
Yeah,
still on the
yeah,
books
because
with
he
them?
was cut. He was cut.
Okay, so he was cut.
Yeah.
So they took a $32.5 million hit. And I take it that
Right.
was for a couple of years, right? More than one.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah,
that's
I'm
not what
looking
he's
through this
getting for
real quick
1
right
year,
now.
right? You feel me? So I take that was for 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. I'll wait till
I'm
you
gonna get
get
it. I'm
back
gonna
to
get it.
me on that so
Yeah,
I
yeah,
could get busy.
yeah,
You
yeah,
feel me?
yeah.
Yeah, he
Depending on
signed
brother. I
a
got
4-year contract and he played 2 years under.
So
I don't
basically,
think he
again,
finished that second year. They're coming like
so the 32.5 on the plate, they took that hit because there's 2 years remaining, right? Now,
yeah.
a new contract, because that's what he's going to have to sign. Do we rock with a 1 year, $14 million type of deal? 10 guaranteed, 4 million incentive?
Yeah, I
Who
was
the
thinking. I was thinking 10 million is going to have to get it done.
Yeah,
10
10
million to get
million
it
gonna
done.
have to get it done.
I don't think he got that kind of leverage though, fam. Like
I don't think
that's I don't think he got that kind of pull, fam. You know what I mean?
to
Well, when you
me,
kissing people on the forehead, you don't got no leverage.
Right,
that's what I'm
right,
saying. To me, I
right.
think you take like the minimal deal,
Prove
not
it.
veteran
Prove a
minimum
deal.
deal, but like the 1.5, 2 million type of shit.
Nah, they ain't gonna. Nah, he's definitely. First of all, it's disrespectful to come for him like that. If he was making 16 million per, and you gonna talk about the 1.5, and I know how we get down, and I know how Aponte and Schoen get down. You feel me? But I'm gonna keep it real with you. He's gonna be no less than 7.5 to 8 million minimum, bro. You're not doing that to
Per
him.
per
Per
year?
no,
I
one.
don't.
First of all, for 1 year. Let's get that out there. I
How
don't want
much are the
nobody
guaranteed
signing
though? That's
no
the real
yeah,
question.
I think
3.5 on the
for like four.
guarantees.
I think he's coming
Okay.
for like 4 million.
3.5 on the guarantees. Play 16 games, that's a mil. You stop the run, certain amount of stops, certain amount of snaps. Look how they did Darius Slayton. They gave that man a $1 million
Right.
contract for a year in incentives, and he only made 100,000. Little Bow Wow.
That's a fact. That's a whole fact.
Yo, why I gotta go back to that though?
Man.
Why you trying to get me? Yo, E, you trying to trigger me? You
You
rage
really
baiting.
believe that I was thinking about your feelings when we was just talking about that?
I'm just messing around, man.
Say
You know
you trying
I put
you
Sun
trying to trigger
Few
me,
out on the
son.
highway a while ago, man. Sun Few gone, but yeah, he got the injury thing going on. Like, you know what I mean? We got to see what's going on. We can't get you for the
Yeah,
low low.
I think that's why they went away from him, because he didn't want to have the surgery.
Is he getting
Which is
paid
dumb.
this year from the team that cut him? He
No,
getting
it's
paid.
over.
Nah,
That's
it's
what
over.
I'm
They
saying.
voided
They
that
took a
contract.
What's up
32.
with the
Yo, they take
rehab
a
violation though? What is that?
32.5.
Well, I think this is where his whole everything lies is his conditioning and his status on his health. If the foot is good with the rehabbing, then I'm pretty sure he probably needed surgery. But due to the fact that he chose the other route, because a lot of times they just keep prolonging this, and they just wind up injuring something else, lower body. So he
And
more than
let me
likely
break that down for my brothers real quick, because I studied this whole NFLPA thing when it comes to these agreements, right? First of all, they're going to go back into the medical history and see if he cleared medicals first,
yeah.
because you can't void a contract until the medical part of your contract has been cleared and you are able to actually get on the field and play. That's the reason why we waited for Micah McFadden. That's the reason why we had to do what we had to do overall with a lot of players that we had before we let them go. They got to clear medicals. So if they voided his contract before medicals is cleared, the retaliation works in his favor. Now, will he recoup 32.5 million? No. But will he get a bonus of a guaranteed of a 15 to 17 for 1 year fully? Absolutely. So be on the lookout for his recovery for 1 full year, and then they can avoid after that because it's a year that hasn't been played. But if his medicals has not been given up because he did not elect to get the surgery, then it's going to be a word war. You feel me? So they're going to go back and forth for a little while, but the agreement is already in place. So look for him to get at least 1 year's salary.
Yeah. Because
Right,
they got a regiment, my fault, Freezy. I guess they got a regiment set for them in case of injuries. He didn't follow that protocol.
Right.
He wanted to
Yeah.
do what he
And
wanted to
there
do.
you go,
Yeah.
Sam.
That's
So
exactly
now
what
they
happened.
find a way to void his contract.
That's exactly what happened.
Right.
Yep.
Right. And listen to me very carefully. That's the why the retaliation. They're going to go back to when he got the injury, when he refused, and they're going to look for the reasons why he refused it, right? And if it has anything to do with playing time and getting back on the field, he's going to be able to recoup, but he's never going to get that whole 32.5. Guaranteed.
Nah, he messed that
But
up.
they ain't getting out
Yeah, he ain't getting that.
They gonna owe him something. They gonna
Yeah,
owe him something.
he gonna get at least 10 to 15 million at some point.
Yeah. That's what they call an injury settlement.
Settlement, right. He's gonna get that. He's gonna get that. And the
Alright.
new agreement, you gotta clear medicals before a team can cut you. So how is it that he still has an injury? But they're gonna argue he didn't want to get the surgery to be cleared. So that's gonna be the beef in the courtroom about that.
Yeah. So just like he's saying, NFLPA has officially filed a non-injury grievance to recoup the voided salary because they wanted him to have the surgery. They were trying to force him to have the surgery. So, yeah. So, this is to be watched. But remember, I was trying to explain, I think he's on the blacklist.
Yeah, because he wasn't.
Yeah, he's on the blacklist because once you got something with one team, another team they're gonna be chattering about you, right? That's what happened with the Max Crosby deal, right? It's kind of the same deal,
Right.
and this one, a little worse, of course, because he's a 30-year-old player who hasn't played in over a year plus, it seems like, and now you in arbitration with the league, a team in the league. Yeah, everybody's gonna kind of take a look at you, but they're not gonna pay the $5.
Yeah, that's how you know that it's players in the league lying about their injuries because they got to make a living.
Ronnie Barnes.
Oh yeah. That's why you gotta pass a physical before
It's people out there, Ronnie Barnes and themselves.
Yo, first of all, he's the best at it. You know what I'm saying? Ronnie Barnes is the best at it. Shout outs to Ronnie Barnes.
Best to never do it.
That's a fact.
Yo.
You can have 17. You have 17 metatarsals tore on your foot.
Can you breathe?
Yeah. Rub some dirt on it. Ronnie, rub some dirt on the Barnes.
Can you breathe?
That's it. As long as you're able to breathe, clear you.
Let me get some of that cortisone shit, Doc.
Yo.
All right. So, closing statements on Christian Wilkins.
That's It already been
I'm
said.
good. I'm good.
Stay in the mix. Keep an eye on what's going on.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Keep
But
tabs, you know what I mean? Swoop in if you can for the
yeah,
low.
exactly. Take
Don't
advantage of
get a
something
niggas
that's,
peoples.
you know, if the opportunity presents itself and it's fair for both sides, take a peek at it. It won't do no harm.
I want to
Plus,
start.
if you end up getting paid, if you end up getting a settlement, you're gonna definitely end up taking less, messing with me because you know you're getting paid by a team that you don't even play for no more.
Right. But I need us to, I want to raise our vocabulary today.
Mm-hmm.
What is the little eyeglass that has the hook to it that goes to your ear that the dude from the owl from the Wise Bag of Chips had on his eye? Y'all know what I'm talking about? It's
The monocle.
what it's called, a monocle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Keep a
Like the Monopoly
monocle.
guy.
Yeah, keep a monocle on
Mm-hmm.
him. That's the phrase moving forward. Keep a monocle on it, and we'll see what happens.
All right.
Because you could drop that shit out your eye once you blink too hard, and it'll fall. So we
Pop right out.
You're all
Boom.
balanced, son. All right. So that's all we got. We good?
yeah, he done.
All right. Then moving on to the next free agent, which is Najee Harris, which has a connection to the Harbaughs.
First of all, y'all know this is my son, right? So I'm gonna go last. All right.
Okay. Well, young brother Najee is a free agent, and according to sources, he's rumored to be already at capacity as far as doing his rehab for his ACL. He's running now, so it looks like he's on his way. How are we feeling about Najee Harris? Is he a viable free agent running back that we can get on the back end of this thing after the draft?
I'll go first and say no. Extremely fast.
Nope. Okay. All right. No reasoning?
No.
Copy that. All right. Talk to me, Ghost. Talk to me, man. Najee Harris. Is he a viable product in your football giants? What?
He would have been a few weeks ago before we signed Singletary back. I would have said yeah. But now it's just, you got 3 backs back there. Too many mouths to feed. It's just, outside of like Scatterbo with the injury situation, like Singletary and Tyrone Tracy, they've been pretty consistent. I can't really recall too much where maybe like, what was it, last year Tyrone was out for a little bit, but, we had Scatterbo to pick up the slack. So vice versa with them, plus with the veteran presence of Devin Singletary, which is exactly what Najee Harris would provide. Yeah, at this point, nah, I'm going to have to pass.
All right. Same difference. Talk to me, baby. Najee Harris.
Yeah, you got to keep your interest in everybody. I want the Giants tied to every free agent out there. Every time you hear something, I want to hear, oh, the Giants been looking into that guy. Yeah, everybody should be on notice that we taking a look at everybody. We lifting up all the rocks, looking up underneath all the possibilities that are out there to upgrade this team. But if we're going to do that, we might as well go ahead and get my man Love in the draft. I don't want no running back fresh off of ACL, man. I don't want what used to be good. Because the ACL take at least 2 years.
It was
that
an Achilles.
Second year, it's Achilles?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I thought the boy had an ACL. Oof. Yeah, that Achilles is... I'm saying, keep our options open, man. We can get him for cheap, bring him in then. Achilles is better than ACL. I thought he was coming off an ACL.
Mm-hmm.
The Achilles, yeah. Absolutely.
Well,
how's his pass blocking? I don't really keep up with Harris, man.
I was about to say Najee Harris as a player, he's been pretty much nicked up, pretty much at the latter part of his career.
Yeah.
And this is the downside, usually of a running back, not unless he's really taking good care of his body. Pause. like you said though, I'm with if he want to come in for a cup of coffee, man,
Yeah,
give him a cup of coffee, man.
yeah.
Put him in the brand new cafeteria. Give him some cheesesteak and cake.
Cream of sugar.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
let him sniff around a little bit and see what he got in camp. If that's the case,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have a
Right.
problem with it at all. But I'm not throwing no bags at him.
Yeah, no. Nah.
Yo, hell
But
to the motherfucking no, bro. Why the fuck, yo? Why the fuck we gonna get a broken down running back, yo? And there's a motherfucking stallion looking right at you like, oh, you don't want this? Yeah, I'm saying, like, come on, man, no, yo. No, yo, like, no, listen, man. Now, looking at these clips, though, bro, yeah, I'm saying, a healthy motherfucker now, yeah, look like a little, yeah, I mean, a low budget Derrick Henry. I ain't gonna hold you from these clips here. Yeah, I'm saying, I'm
That
like,
was
damn,
back in the day. You see, that's Pittsburgh.
yeah, you remember me. I don't see no Charger, yeah, I mean, no Charger clips. I see Steeler clips the whole time. But, my thing is, man, he broken down, man, and, to me, even Harbaugh, even like he got a connection with the Harbaugh, but Harbaugh gave him a chance, and he even went down on Harbaugh. Nah, man, them Harbaughs ain't fucking with him. Like, they don't trust that shit, man. They need guaranteed running, and you can't sit there and say, "Oh, I got a scatterboo." You know what I mean? That's coming off an injury. I don't know how he's gonna come back, and then I'm going. My answer is I'm bringing in a broken down fucking running back. That don't make sense. It don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So hell to the no. You know what I mean? I get, you know what I mean, the connection and why his name is brought out there as an interest, but at the end of the day, no. You go, you know what I mean, you was going for Kenneth Walker or Travis Etienne for a reason. You know what I'm saying? You want premier top running backs. Now you looking at a Jeremiah Love. If you don't get that, then fuck it. You know what I'm saying? We got a good enough stable to hold us over. Like, we all right. But if you can get a top premier guy like a Jeremiah Love, go for it. But otherwise than that, fuck that. We don't need that shit.
Totally agree. All right. Ghost, what you got, brother?
Yeah, man. Like I said, you would have asked me like a couple weeks ago before we re-signed Singletary. I would have said, yeah. At this point, we'll be all right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Any closing? Any closing on the Najee Harris? Hell nah.
That's his son. He wanted to go last, so go ahead.
Oh,
Right.
my bad. My bad.
Right.
E. My bad.
Nah, it's all good. I'm gonna make this real brief, real swift, and real simple. I don't give a fuck about my kids at all. You ain't it if we was playing a game of tag. Never. Do not bring him nowhere near 1925 Meadowlands Way. You understand me? First of all, you're doing yourself a disservice by paying somebody who's in a rehab situation that you got to take a risk on. If you that thirsty, you got Jeremiah Love right there at the running back position that you could draft, healthy, young, angry animal cub that you going to get production from day one. So if you ain't feeling none of that right there, don't even play yourself by bringing this burnt down, beat down, breakdown running back. I don't care if he's my child. Right now, he's not in no condition to be an interest of ours at all. We good. We got one running back already coming off of an injury that we believe in, right? We got another running back who's way above what we actually give him credit for because he's underrated good in Tyrone Tracy. We got another veteran who we wanted to replace with Turbo Miller, but since he's back, we just have to understand there's a reason for that, right? He's a veteran. He knows how to do what he needs to do to get where he needs to go and get us yards when he needs to get them. And I'm talking about Singletary, of course. But the whole Najee Harris thing, I don't want to hear his name no more. You understand? And that's just as real as it gets.
To add on to that, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I can understand the Singletary thing because he's a locker room guy. You know what I'm saying? You bring a locker room guy. If he can make the team, he makes the team. If he don't, Sarah. But he was good there. He was good for the camp. He was good for preseason, blah, blah, blah. I understand that. You know You know what I'm saying? But bringing in a broken down Najee Harris don't make
Nah,
sense.
we good. We good. We good. We good. It's a reason he lost his job, right? They had a dude over there, Chris Warren, starting over him. Like, let's never forget that man lost his starting job, bro. And I didn't see no highlights or lowlights when he went to the Chargers. You understand? Because my son is over there too. Let's get that out there. Omarion Hampton. You know what I'm
Marion
saying?
Hampton, yep. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
sir.
Yeah, let's get my
That
son
boy's
out. My son
beast.
is over there. So
He's a
yeah,
certified beast.
Yeah.
that's a Fendi. You know what I'm saying? So respectfully to Najee Harris, because we don't just shit on nobody who had a career so far in his first 6 years. That's respectable. But we are all right over here. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to talk about him no more for the rest of my life.
Because what he had like 5,000 yard seasons, right? You know what I mean? Shout out to
Yeah,
him, man.
but that ain't right. That's what I'm saying. Blessings to your situation, but peace
Right.
be the journey. We
That's a
good.
fact. Yep.
All right, all right.
Yes,
That's that
sir.
on that. That's that on that. Moving on. All right, so this was brought up by the brothers, man. I didn't. I've been trying to get this dude off the team forever, but I knew it wasn't feasible. But it was just something the brothers brought up. Well, as we know, there was a trade that happened between Philly. Pardon me. I don't know why my screen did that. Pardon me. Between the ATL Shorty them and Philly.
Let me go first when you finish. Go ahead.
All right. And Sidney Brown was technically, what would you say? It was a late round. They swapped picks for him. Technically,
Yeah, they
um,
swapped 4th and 6th round picks.
4th and 6th round picks
Yeah.
for a 25-year-old safety. You know, he's kind of in and out, been nicked up. And the brothers was trying to figure out why we can't unload Darius Slayton the same way. And I wish upon the football gods, please, could you get Darius Slayton to off the team? And the reason why we can't, because of course he just signed a 3-year, $36 million deal, which this cap here this year is a massive 15.9. Who really wants a wide receiver that got, skills down the field, but no ball skills? This boy's dropping the ball at a percentage that's alarming. So I want to propose this to the brothers, man. Like, why can't we get rid of Darius Slayton?
All right. So to bring more context to it, right? So I seen this deal go down for my son because him and Chase Brown is both my sons, the twins. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chase Brown in Cincinnati. But Sidney Brown was on the Eagles, and I kind of disowned him while he was over there. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't come home to get no dinners or anything like that, right? So when I seen him get traded, I said, thank you, got traded. But then I seen the deal, right? And I said, what the hell? They swapped 4th and 6th round picks and then unloaded Sidney Brown. That's a good deal. Like, why the fuck we can't do no shit like that with Slayton, bro? And then that's what led GHOSTDOG to say, yeah, like he backed me up on the cause, and he brought up this question for, as a topic. And I'm just wondering, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand Shane because he don't have those connections. He don't, have those relationships around in the league to will and deal that way. But Harbaugh do. So let's keep on using it. You've been using it all along this time for this long right now, you know what I'm saying, with getting these coaches, with getting these players in the free agency. You know what I'm saying? We'll keep it going, you know what I'm saying? Get this trade going, man. Unload some dead weight and Slayton, and let's start it over the right way. I get that you want to give everybody a chance, but Slayton ain't the one to give a chance. We need to finally get him out the building. He is the last holdover with this Daniel Jones shit for me, man. I need him out of here, bro. But that's the question right now, and I just want to know as well, man. Can we get this deal going, man? Can we get something like this? Like, why Philly be doing shit like this and we can't? I don't understand.
Hold
Howie
on.
Roseman
Before we even move forward,
Howie Roseman got a hold of the insider info. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
yo, Ghost, I got to talk to you about shakes. Is that okay? Can I talk to you about shakes? So we
Yes,
just
sir.
going to overlook the fact that he let us all know on air that he starved his kids? Did we just, you hear what he said? He couldn't come home for dinner or nothing. Y'all didn't hear that?
Break
Okay.
it down. Break it down.
I just wanted to make sure that y'all realized that he malnutritioned his child because he wasn't performing the way he felt he was supposed to.
Oh no,
His bad parent.
It wasn't because of that. It was because he's wearing that dirty green. You know what I'm saying?
So because your child
His
was on a
performance,
team that you don't like, he
right?
wasn't allowed to come home.
Nope, can't do it. Not wearing that dirty shit.
You got the nerve, man. I just gave up on Sunfuel. I gave
First
up
of all,
on
nobody was
Sunfuel.
talking to you.
I'm saying, but you're
You know
wrong.
what I'm saying? Like I was talking to
You're
Ghosts
wrong.
about shake stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you coming for me, but I wasn't even trying to go over that way.
I'm saying,
But I
bro,
know what you're about to do, and I'm gonna let you finish because you my brother. The floor is yours. Go ahead, bro. I know where you going.
Yo,
Go ahead.
we got Sunfuel on the screen a second ago because of you. Because of you. Because of you. I picked him up. I spoke some good graces. They paid him some money that he shouldn't have got.
Right. I
Now
remember
he's
Uncle
stuck
Sam
on
picked
his
him up.
team.
Uncle Sam picked him up on the
Now
side of
he's
the
stuck
road
on his team.
But why did I
the
drop
rain.
him off?
In the rain.
The same reason we looking to cut him and save some money now. But we're not going to be saving money. We're going to be taking the cap
Nah,
hits.
I don't want to. I definitely don't want him cut. I'm trying to say like, let's trade him, and that's to answer the question, Shakes. Who want him? Especially now that he got this contract attached to him. That's the real question.
Did
Who's gonna
y'all
want to
hear?
take that?
Did y'all hear Ghost's voice
Who?
just now
Who?
when he
Who want
said,
him?
"Who want him?"
Who wants him, bro?
He better.
Let's keep
He
it a
better than
buck.
Jalen Hyatt. He better than Jalen Hyatt.
But is that really saying much, though? Is my question.
I'm saying that's the type of people that's going to be on this team until
Oh
Harbaugh
man,
different.
yo, fam,
And
ship
Hold on.
him out
Harbaugh
for a
different.
fourth, or man, look, ship him out for a fourth and fifth. I'm with it.
I think
I feel you, bro. If it's an outright, you know what I mean, trade swap, I think you probably get a seventh rounder. Yeah, I mean, if you can.
God
I don't even.
damn.
You know
God
what I'm saying?
damn,
Yo,
bro.
come on, man.
Hold
Let me
on,
finish.
Shakes. Hold
Wow.
on.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me finish.
Hold on.
Let me land.
All right, go ahead.
So,
Wow,
but my
man.
thing is the swap of the picks. Like, why can't we get creative like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you know what I mean? He's a seventh round, but why can't we get the swap of the fourth and the sixth or some shit like that? Like,
But because I gotta break that down for the people, Shakes, and I gotta break it down for you. When you get a second contract in your league, in this league, excuse me, designation does not matter no more. Now you look at contractual value to the draft pick. He made it to get a second contract with us for 3 years, 36 million, which puts him in the middle of the pack as wide receiver for wide receiver bread. He's in the C section. You feel me? So you cannot give a seventh round pick for him because his
Nah.
value contractual wise is too high.
Yeah, it's too much.
It's too
It's got to be
much. A
like
seventh
a
round
fourth.
pick for a $36
It's got to be at
million
least a fourth.
3-year contract? Not happening, bro. Not happening.
Especially when he's dropping the ball like that, Paul.
It's
This ain't
just,
happening.
and that's the issue, man. Because like he's had his moments for sure, but like, fam, let's keep it a buck. What are we known him for? Like he's known for that shit at this point. You
He's
just
known for dropping
yeah,
passes.
and in key moments too. Like, nah, you could go. Peace be the journey, man. That's it. Like with the
Well,
Najee Harris and all
it's
that.
that of course performance on top of we just gave him an exorbitant amount of money, and who's willing
Right.
to absorb that from a wide receiver who is just drop rate is just too high, you know what I mean, to actually pay the $5. You just can't pay for that.
And we did it, Freeze. We did it with a brand new quarterback, and he did it. He did it with a brand new quarterback.
Mr. Reliable 700.
Yeah, all I'm gonna say is this, man. If we could get him shipped out for something, I'm with it. There's other players in this draft, and there's other free agents, and the Tyreek Hills and Stephon Diggs and them that we can definitely look at and evaluate if it comes to that. Pause, but yeah, no, I'm just like what Shake said, man. Like just let's just do the full fumigation, fam. Like that's it. Just complete cleanup. You know what I mean? That's it.
7th round.
Here's my thing though. What I'm saying is,
Not for no 7th, but if we could get him out of here, yeah. You know what I mean?
Hold
The
on.
money is too high, bro.
So real quick though, right? Because I get what you're saying, like the money and all that with the work for the 7th round. All right, cool. But my thing is, we trying to get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? That's the point blank. We're trying to get something for him. And the thing is, teams. What is teams willing to give up for him? You know what I'm saying? If you could sit there and say, give me a 7th, that's basically pretty much nothing. So, you know what I'm saying? I think teams will go for that. But you asking for a 6th or a 5th, I don't think teams are going to go for. I don't want no damn Slayton. I'm not going to give up a 5th or a 6th for Slayton. And that's my point.
I know. I'm with you. So let's stay with you so I can break it down for the people.
Mm-hmm.
He's not cuttable right now. So if we cut him, we're looking at a Christian Wilkins situation. 2 years voidable. That's $24 million, bro. But if we keep him on the team for 1 more year and then cut him, he becomes a $12 million cap hit. That is way more understandable than $24 million right now with the situation. So the only thing he can do is get restructured at this point, and then we can think about working out a trade.
Yo, I don't think Shake's too far off. I think they'll take a 6 and they'll have to eat half of that cap.
But that's for next year. We can't do nothing with his bread right now. He just signed the contract last season, same is what I'm saying to you. We can't touch him right now.
It's just that contract makes it tricky, fam.
It's the contract, bro. We can't touch him right now.
He fresh out. He fresh out,
bro. We cannot touch him right now.
No, so you're saying you can't trade him for a 6th round pick and eat half of the cap? That's what
No, you ain't gonna eat it. It's gonna be the same thing with the Christian Wilkins. We'll wind up absorbing, a $24 million cap hit.
Nah, if you trade him and then the team take on the contract, but
ain't nobody fucking with him like that.
The Giants pay the other half.
Who want that man, bro?
Ain't nobody fucking with him like that.
That's what I'm saying,
yo,
man.
Hey, yo, skip this, man. Y'all trying to trigger me. I already put some.
We trying to tell you what's going on, bro.
Y'all gaslighting, son.
Y'all dead ass rage baiting.
No, brother. We trying to tell you the monies. So we keep them for 1 more year, right? We don't touch nothing. We don't do nothing. And soon as June 1st, 2027 comes around, peace be the journey. That's the only time we could get right.
And that cap hit is what?
12 million.
Damn.
Yo, man, I'm good on it. Man.
Yeah.
Slayton, peace be the journey. Get the hell up out my building, family.
And
Right.
some few, man.
Right.
Some few be
That's
dropping
my mama.
passes. I can't even defend them no more.
Nah, you can't.
Him and Theo Johnson. When it come to critical
Yo,
drops,
some few is crazy though.
yeah, some few going
Now
crazy.
you
I put
got low, bro. It's consequences to this shit, bro.
Yeah. Some few been on the highway for like a month and a half already.
And
Nah,
the
you already
repercussions, you
know.
heard?
I dropped his ass off 2 years ago, and you grabbed him off
With
the
the Hope song
streets.
playing. You
You
heard? And the
feel me?
credits.
You grabbed him off the
Oh,
streets.
off the
Thumbs
street.
up.
Thumbs up.
And if we
Crazy.
talking about this like this right now, I was smart enough to give up my paperwork.
With the pouch and the
God
stick, you heard?
damn,
That's a
son.
whole
Crazy
fact.
work.
He ain't being claimed or nothing.
He'll
Yeah,
walk in
same. So y'all trying
700.
to trigger
Pay
me,
him like a
son.
walking man. Listen, you pay him like a walking 700. How much a walking 700 deserves? That incentive contract. Oh yeah, you got the ability to make a meal, but if you
Yo,
don't
do you know he
go,
missed out on
oh
750,000 in an
damn,
incentive contract year?
damn,
Yeah, that
that's
was crazy.
he needs shit like that. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, he made 250,000 out of a 1 million incentive contract.
That's the type of shit
Mm,
you get.
mm,
What you
mm.
work for, man. That's what you work for right there. That's what when you pay for what you doing right now, not what you
You ain't never
could do.
lied, Craig.
That's how you get paid right there, like that.
You ain't
Everything
never lied.
incentive based. We out here signing people, no real contract, no jelly. Yo, we signing people with veteran minimum,
Yeah.
no
We
guaranteed
we
money.
be we be doing the
Come on,
Def Jam
man.
type of deals. It's crazy.
Come on.
Nah,
Yes,
fuck.
we are interested
Not
in
her and this shit.
everything moving. We're putting our name in every hat. We're putting our name in every hat. We're signing people for what they may be able to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. We cutting people. Bobby O gone. Picked up
And
Evans.
Bobby, let's talk about it. And Bobby O was better at his job than Slayton was at his job.
Right. I think, I was about to say Bobby O probably made more receptions than old boy Slayton. Yo.
That's crazy though.
That's dead
That is
crazy.
Hey,
crazy. That's
yo,
crazy work.
come on, fam.
Come on, when was the last time you see Bobby O drop an interception? I
Yo,
don't think ever
Deontay
when he was
Banks
here.
had a
Mm.
longer touchdown run than Darius Slayton, bro.
Mm-mm-mm.
That's
Crazy
crazy.
work.
Crazy work.
Come
All right.
on.
Well, you gotta
LRP, how you
respect the
feel?
team,
How
man.
you feel about the Slayton work,
Word.
LRP?
We need to hear this.
Shit, my name is Nate. I like the fishbowl and skate.
Yeah, he killed it from the beginning. He ain't want no injury. All right, all right, fellas. So we done killed Slayton long enough, man. Let's move on to see what's going on around the league. All right. So the question on this one is, what team besides the Giants improved the most in free agency? Was it the Panthers picking up Jalen Phillips, Devin Lloyd? Was it the Bengals picking up losing Trey Hendrickson, but replacing him with Boye Mafe? Or was it the Steelers picking up Michael Pittman and Jamal Dean? Talk to me, man. Who y'all think won this free agency period besides the New York Giants? Because we won. We won, baby.
Yo, where did NTN go,
We
bro?
definitely did.
Where did Travis Etienne go?
Orleans.
Yeah, New Orleans.
Okay.
Is it Nukamara?
Yep.
To me, I really like what the Raiders did, man. I know they had a lot of money and they used it, but they used it in the right way, man. They got a lot of good talent, and they got the biggest fish on the market, man. So I mean, you get the biggest fish in the market, and you get a whole lot of talent to load up for the rookie quarterback that you got coming up. I mean, I think they did right by him, and they still ain't done, man. So to me, man, I'm looking at the Raiders like they took the biggest step up to me.
All right. Ghost, talk to me, baby.
Man, for me, it's got to be the Panthers, man.
Mm-hmm.
Brees Young over there is doing his thing, whatever on that offense, and they, won a couple games off of the strength of that offense. But they was definitely lacking in the defense, and rightfully so, man. We snatched up Brian Burns, but for so long ago, and now they starting to, rebuild over there a little bit on the defensive side with these acquisitions. And pay attention too, fam, because outside of the Buccaneers, that division is wide open. Because I don't really see Atlanta or the Saints really doing anything. So
They
it might be a
retooling.
slug.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it might be a slugfest between the Panthers and the Bucks in that division. So we're gonna keep an eye on it, like with the monocle and all that, like the monopoly guy. So we're gonna definitely keep an eye on it.
Yeah, we're gonna get the monocle. Right.
And all that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
LRP, talk to me, baby.
Out of this group, I would say the Raiders too. If I could name a group that's not on the list, I would say the Commanders. They made a lot of moves in the off season so far.
Yeah.
But out of this group, I would.
They did make a lot of moves. You're right. I actually believe what you just said to be true. I think the Commanders won.
They did great.
The off season, really.
Yeah,
They cooled up on that defense. It's crazy.
Yeah, they did. With the Chanels and all that. Right? That's how you say his name, Chanel?
Yeah.
Yo.
All right. Same difference. Talk to me, baby. Who won the free agency?
To this point right now, man. I know they ain't on the list, but I'm on that blue Kool-Aid, man. I'm sorry, man.
You on the Kool-Aid?
I'm sorry, man. I'm on that blue Kool-Aid, man.
You on the Blue Ocean? You with the Blue Ocean?
The Giant, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm with the Giants too. They was
Giants
just,
killing
I thought they were excluded.
You just stamp the Giants right across that whole left side.
Yeah, no, they were excluded. They were excluded in the question.
I felt like everybody was going to say the Big Blue, you know what I mean? Because I felt that way too.
Yeah, I'm with Saint.
Who you doing?
Yeah, let's talk about the ocean. Let's do it, Shakes.
I mean, we won, yeah.
Yeah, we won.
I'm saying, but I do like what the Raiders is doing as far as this list go. I was liking the stock down until they picked up the other safety, because that Reed Blake shit, quiet as kept, man, he good, man. That's like a gem on the team, a safety, a dependable safety, man. You know what I mean? That was a hard loss for the Eagles with the Blake and shit, but they was able to replace him. You know what I mean? I ain't really worried about Nakobe Dean and Phillips, because they be having a plethora of the players to replace him with. But that safety, man, that back, your last line of defense was big, man. I was looking forward to hating on them till they made that move for Brown. Let me see. Right now, doing the best right now, like I said, man, you gotta go with the Raiders, man. They're doing big things, man. They setting it up nice. They setting it up real nice.
It looks like the Raiders acquired Jalen Naylor. Of course, we know Tyler Lindenbaum. That was the whole big deal, right?
Protect that man.
Right.
Connor Haywood.
Mm-hmm.
They still using the fullback over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we talking that. But Kwity Paye, Quay Walker, and the Kobe Dean. So they fixed the whole linebacker room.
God damn. Damn.
Y'all know who Quay Walker is, right?
Yeah.
I just want to talk.
That's why I just said they fixed.
That's my son. I just want you to know who that is.
He played
What?
That's what I'm saying. Yo, you land the big fish and land the bomb, and then you get all those guys.
Another one of my sons.
Bro, like, that's crazy work, bro. But they had a lot of money to do it, and they sure enough did it. So shout outs to them. And they got a good coach.
That linebacker about 6'4", 2-something, and some change. Plays Mike, Will, Sam, fast, sideline. Crazy. They doing big things over there, and they're not Oakland or LA. What are they now?
Vegas.
Yeah.
Vegas? Come on, man. They're not Oakland. They're not LA. They Vegas. The Las Vegas Raiders. Yeah, all right, man. The Raiders, man. They doing Raiders good. They doing real
crazy
good
over there, right there.
Yo, linebacker's credential. He got his MSW.
I don't like
I just want to say this real quick. I do think that they need to give Raiders back. LA needs to have Raiders back. And then Vegas, you know what I mean? come up with a different name.
Yeah, that Vegas.
Yeah, like they need a
Yeah.
franchise that they own, LRP. I agree with you on that.
Yeah,
It
I'm
just
with that.
doesn't sound the same. It doesn't
Yeah,
feel the same. It doesn't
no,
give the same
Yeah, they
heartfelt
should have
for
feeling
never.
real,
when you say the
Oakland.
for
Las
real.
Vegas Raiders. It
Yeah,
just
Should have
doesn't
stayed in
have
exactly,
it,
Oakland,
bro.
man.
no,
Stayed
Yeah,
in
they
Yeah,
should give
Oakland.
it
it
a
don't got it,
no,
bro. It
it
don't
don't,
got it.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
don't.
but they can't go to LA because the Chargers over there, man. They like Chargers,
Yeah, and
Right,
the
and the
Rams.
Rams.
And
and
the
the Rams.
Too
Rams.
Oh,
much.
part itself, and the
Well,
Rams.
shit, the
Yeah.
Rams
Hey,
need to get St.
Well,
Louis. They
so
need to
LA
get
need
that
3
back. St.
teams.
yeah,
Louis.
for
Ain't there
real.
another team?
They the
Yeah.
ones that gotta go. The
Yeah,
Rams are the one that gotta go. Y'all
yeah.
gotta
Rams
go.
got to go back to St.
Y'all the
Louis,
ones that
bro.
gotta go,
They should have
man.
never left St. Louis either.
Yeah, I don't know
Damn,
why they bounced.
And
That
you
was
think
damn,
about
wild.
their friend, Ghost Dog, they California
damn,
accent.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm,
yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I'll tell
Right.
y'all this too, man.
mm.
Something that I want to definitely talk about in the next show. I definitely want to discuss the Chicago Bears moving to Minneapolis. They
If
talking
they do
crazy
that,
What?
about that.
man, they
Yeah, they
better
talking
stop.
What?
what? They talking crazy about
That city
Indianapolis.
going,
They
man.
are
That city
talking
gonna go
about the
wild.
Bears moving to Indianapolis. It's a real thing, bro. But we'll get into that next show, though. I want to just say that I believe Giants won, regardless to the N'Kobe Deans or the Quay Walkers, right?
Mm-hmm.
I look at
All the what have
franchises
yous.
as piece,
Mm.
right? I look at franchises, right? And I need y'all to be on, I need y'all to understand where I'm coming from as my brothers. I look at teams as needs, right? Off-season needs. The Raiders filled a lot of needs. Off-season needs. The Giants put in place the things that was needed to solidify us with gorillas. That move that we pulled with LRP son and Isaiah Likely, phenomenal, dog.
Major
That was a
key.
phenomenal move for us.
Major
Getting
key.
the juggernaut, come on now.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
was a
really know
line.
too
I
much.
mean,
I
that
don't
was a
want to
tight
talk
end
about.
move that changed the
Man,
wide
yo.
receiver
Come
room.
on, bro. Come on.
Right. That's
Then
why we can,
getting Mooney
Slayton's the
after
bye-bye.
that. Then getting Mooney after that, right?
Right.
Then getting
And
the
Calvin
Ardarius
Austin.
Washingtons for the quality depth, whatever we need, right? Then we brought back Jason Pinnock. It's a reason, right? Denard Wilson. We didn't deal with nothing when it came to cutting Tay Banks. We heard nothing about nothing, even in rumors. We heard nothing about nothing when it comes to Adebo, right? Because those are the type of corners that Denard Wilson gets down with. Then we solidified exactly what we needed to, bro, with everything that we got. We didn't pay the 5. We didn't go above circumstances. We didn't mess with our cap, and we restructured deals. See, people forget. You look at players in free agency, but contracts is the biggest part of free agency. We won free agency because we still are under the cap and we made those moves. Other teams overpaid players to try to better their franchise. We made players just pay. We paid players just to keep what we needed them to be. So in case we have an issue, it's never a problem for the cap. We won, bro. We won.
Nah, the best acquisition for us was Harbaugh.
Come on. Come on.
They cleaned everything else up. Everything else
Come
up.
on, bro.
Ponte in here, got Abrams
Come
out.
on.
Mosley,
Facility.
We won.
And it's just everything is invigorating right now. We
Yo.
lost out on the biggest piece, which was Lindenbaum. But to be honest with you, I want to see how they really truly pivot on that. To see what they do in the draft, because I think he can draft his Lindenbaum. You know what I mean? And
Right.
if they
Yes,
focus
he
on-
can.
But
But he also can
I just
draft
wanna-
his future. I'm sorry, no cutting your wisdom, Freeze. I want to add to what you're saying. He can also draft his future at guard in a Fano.
Oh yeah, he could do a whole bunch of things. That's all I want to see the approach.
Sir.
But I just want to just take the time to shout out Mosley 2.0. Shout out to Mose. You know what I'm saying?
Salute.
Said he's
Rich
missing the
gang.
family. Yeah, we back, family.
Mosley, what's up, baby?
Sir.
Tap in. Make sure everybody like and subscribe. Join the tribe. Run up and sub up, man. Every
Back in full
last
effect.
one of the fellas here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. The description is in the everybody's channel is in the description below. Part and self. But shout out to Mosey. I just wanted to say that. Okay, bro, my bad.
It's good to see you, Mose.
So real quick, right? And shouts to Moses, Shake Squad. You know what I'm saying? But what I love about this off season, Of course, it's hardball, but it's him coming to the building and saying, and what I thought as well is that we got talent. We got talent on this roster. We just wasn't coached right. I said this for 2 years going in. I'm like, yo, we got talent, bro. It's just Dable don't know what the fuck to fucking do with these motherfuckers, bro. And Harbaugh coming into the building from his actions going so far felt the same way. Oh, I like this talent. We just gotta get rid of these motherfuckers in the front office. And which he did. And then, yeah, I'm saying, giving guys like Tay Banks a chance. Like, okay, yeah, I mean, you struggle with that old gym, but let me see what you do with me. Evan Neal, same thing.
Right.
Jalen Hyatt, same thing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys that he brought back, even in a Pinnock. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, yeah, I mean, you got some money elsewhere, and it didn't really work out, but come back here. You know what I mean? Let's see what you do with me. You know what I'm saying? All these guys that he just gave a second chance to, but then also brought in his guys as well. Guys that he trusts, that he knows that's gonna tell him how the culture is, how Harbaugh wants it in the building, how it was
And
in Baltimore.
I'm not cutting your wisdom shakes, but you forgot the huge piece, pause, that we don't talk about. This man signed Evan Neal back.
That's why I just said that, right? So, but
Right.
but
No,
also,
what I'm saying, we're gonna talk about that because that's huge, bro. A dude who failed at his position at right tackle at a designated draft, first rounder, top 10, who has failed completely, no questions about it. That's why we got light-skinned Jermaine over there, right?
Lockdown.
Come on, bro. He really feels like, yo, I'm about to get something out of this young man that nobody else has seen.
no,
That's real, Shakes.
If it's
and
gonna be anybody, it's definitely gonna be Harbaugh and his staff.
That's crazy, bro.
no,
You know what I'm saying?
seriously. And like you have the big three guys that was going for the contracts or whatever, and he ain't just say, well, you know what I mean, they ain't my guys, they priced out. He tried, you know what I'm saying? He tried with Flat, and I'm kind of glad they, you know what I mean, they struck out with Flat because I felt like he didn't fit. That's a whole nother thing. But, you know what I'm saying, like, he ended up with one of those big three and Illuminor, kept him in the building, and it was huge to keep him in the building for that offensive line. And then also bringing in Tremont Evans, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh my goodness.
true
Major
fuck
key, bro.
Come
linebacker, you know?
on, man.
No disrespect to Bobby O, you know what I'm saying? Because I felt like he's a true linebacker too, but he gives you more athleticism, you know what I'm saying, in a Tremont Evans, man. And this
Yeah,
is
but
this
that ain't this.
the whole
That ain't
linebacker
that.
core
Right.
right there,
Yeah,
man.
Auntie's home. Auntie's home.
Right.
So yeah, man, I love everything they done with this off season. Yes, I felt like they was the winners. That's why I kind of excluded them as well, because I felt like we all feel this way. Outside of Giant Land, you know what I'm saying? They give us our props and shit, but they want, you know what I mean, champion these other guys and shit, and that's rightfully so. That's cool. But all in all, we know what's up, man. We done won this
Yeah,
off
we
season,
do.
and we
We
done
do.
improved most out of all the teams.
Super facts, Brody. Super facts.
In the water.
Right.
All right then. All right then. With that being said, moving on. All right, so the New York Football Giants, man, have some construction going on at the facility, and it seems like they're going to be taking their off-season training, at least 2 weeks of it, out to relocate to West Virginia, to Greenbrier, out there to Sulphur
What the
Springs, West
fuck?
Virginia.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say that. I watched too many movies. That's my fault. That ain't got nothing to do with y'all. I watch these goddamn movies. It's like 6 of them. You know what I'm saying? With these hillbilly inbreds.
The
We'll get
wrong
to that.
turn.
Yo, bro,
Damn,
6 of
don't
them,
do them
bro.
like
I
that.
watched all
Damn.
6 of them. What the hell they in West Virginia for?
Yeah.
All right. Well, the reason why is because there's ongoing construction due to the 2026 FIFA Cup over there at MetLife. They're upgrading Quest Diagnostic Training Center as well. So pretty much they're following the path of the Patriots, the Titans, the Browns, the Saints. Everybody has utilized this historic facility. Kind of gets them away, from the monotony. Some of the guys that's been there, and isolates them because really you kind of isolated from your family. You can't get to your family and stuff like that as well. You're going to be hoteled up. You're not in your town. You know what I'm saying, or where you will reside. So I think they have a chance to just isolate and focus on football. Not too great for the fans, of course. And some of the beat writers, of course, they're gonna have to travel, but we'll stay tuned in on this one. But I'm gonna start with Edie Chose one from the Bronx first because he's the brother that's on the ground, boots on the ground, that usually is at these training camps. Talk to me, brother. How you feeling about this move?
I'm not fucking going to West Virginia. Let's get that out there real fast, real quick, and real understandable. I'm always where I need to be, but that ain't it.
Lower
For me.
Appalachia.
Yeah, that shit ain't it. You feel me? No way, no how. I don't understand what's going
They
on. I'll
call them
see y'all.
hollers down by yonder in the
I
holler.
will see y'all in 19 days when you get your motherfucking ass back up north in the Bergen County. Because ain't nobody going to no motherfucking West Virginia for no coverage. I love y'all, and ain't nobody that important to Shakedown 2.0 or wait for your ass to get where you know. Because ain't nobody going to go. That's that. No, hell no. What? Ain't nobody moving to no motherfucking West Virginia to get an interview. First of all, they may not make it out of there. There's a lot of shit going on down there. You understand me? And listen, but on a serious note, though, I think it's a great move for the team. I think it's a great media disbursement. And what I mean by disbursement is everybody's not going to make it down there either. You get what I'm saying? And this is something that Harbaugh strategically planned, regardless to it being the FIFA Cup or whatever the case may be. This is for him to get a handle, him to get an identity, him to establish a culture, and him to let them know who exactly they're dealing with when it comes to a head coach. He gets to find out who the noodles are and let it be known, this is how I make a meal. But he also gets to establish himself as the new leader in a new regime with a new situation and moving forward. So I think it's a perfect move. Everybody won't be able to have eyes because he knows, one, New York is a huge media market. Number two, it won't be a lot of press because he knows some people will be isolated. But the first and foremost, he gets to have a personal, intimate relationship with the new team that he's getting with. And of course, that requires outside presence, shut off, and isolation. It's perfect for us.
All right. Talk to me. Same difference. How we feeling about this move, family?
Yeah, hopefully that's good for football because me as a civilian, I live in the tri-state area, and that's probably the exact route that I will have to take to get there because I live almost exactly in that area there, and I wouldn't drive there. White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia, it's not the place you would be as a civilian. You know what I mean? Myself. Because when I'm driving from the north to the south, like I want to get to Florida or whatever, the Virginias is the longest part there in the strictest area. How are you the largest area on the map going down the East Coast and you have some of the most strict rules? So that's a place people try to get through without catching a ticket, from what I know.
I fucked that up a long time ago, Sam.
Yeah, because you try to get through the Virginians. That's all you're trying to do. You're trying to put
Always
it on
mad traffic down there
75
too.
and just
Crazy.
go. You know what I'm saying? But I think that'll be real good for the players to just concentrate on football, man. You know what I mean? And get that game plan in order, man. Knowing we here to work. This is all different. Everything different this year. Everything that you was used to with the slacking and lacking is over with. Everybody's going to have to be able to hold one another accountable from this point going forward. You know what I mean? So I'm excited about even the logistical shift that's going on right now. That'll be good for the team to build camaraderie with one another, build relationships outside of football like just going to eat and talk shit. You know what I'm saying? So this would be good for them, man.
Yeah, build camaraderie. You right? Ghost, talk to me, baby. How we feeling about this?
Yeah, nah, man. It's time for them to put the pack in the back of the act, man, and get their asses down the pause to West Virginia. Time to lock in. Get, you know what I mean? Build up that relationship with John Harbaugh amongst themselves, and just, you know, away from the distractions, man. Like, you know, a lot of changes, like, you know, same different set, man. A lot of different things going on. And my question is, they doing renovations in the gym and in the facilities as well, right? Is that also part of the reason? So
yeah, Quest Diagnostics Training Center.
You know what I mean? Just a bunch of new stuff all around, man. You know, setting the tone, man. And I personally like it, man. Personally, for real, I definitely do like it a lot. And just I want to see what comes from it, though. You know what I mean? Let's see what's up, though. Let's see.
Can I ask you a question, Ghost?
Yes, sir.
Who made that blood red trail?
Right.
I need to know
like
why is
path,
that chromosome blood burgundy? Who did that?
The dog tried to tell you that was me. Yeah.
Okay.
That's,
all right. I just had to know.
Man, it's a rough path away from the family.
It's blood with blue around it, and then blood with red around. Y'all see that, right?
You said the dog tried to tell you.
He tried to tell you, man.
Shout out to West Virginia, man.
West Virginia.
But LRP, how you feeling about this move, family? I know you out there in Houston. You don't give a damn.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with the brothers, man. It's a good move. I like the idea of them getting away on some Remember the Titans type shit. You know, get to know each other.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
You know, vibe and all that. You know, and come together in the name of football, and then come back. I tell you what, Sam, I don't know why you taking 75, bro. You never go. If I would have took 95 through Alexandria. And you never. Whenever I drove down the Florida, I had to go to whatever.
Never
take the damn 75.
Never.
Right.
Come on, yo.
Right.
Can I just, come on. Wasn't it just fitting for the moment? Paul.
It was.
Yeah.
Why we gotta have all this, fellas?
I got you.
Oh, man.
We just want you to live. That's what it is, Sam. It's not that we coming for your route, baby.
Your map quest up, man.
Yeah, we not. Listen, it's not that we coming from your curl route, baby. You feel me? We just asking you to run a go on us.
Y'all know I'm on that.
We know, bro. We love you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm on that.
That's all.
I don't know nothing about all that, but it be
right. We got you, bro. We not telling you not to run a fly. We just asking you to go with the go. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. That it's the movies for me, man.
So I just said it's some good driving.
For me, and it kind of goes to what everybody's saying with the camaraderie thing, but even more because they're going to a place that's not home, right? Like, say if they were still in New Jersey, they could still go home and, disperse with their family and all that. So they kind of, they together, but not fully together. They going over there where it's just them. You know what I'm saying? It's like a real camp. You know what I'm saying? So they really only got each other at that point, right? You know what I'm saying? So that even more gives them even more camaraderie thing right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to have to stand for each other. You know what I'm saying? So that right there is going to build so much relationships and bonds right there. And for it to be the first year of Harbaugh's tenure, I think it's great. It's a great thing in that aspect. Just dang, you know what I'm saying? And another aspect, got to go over there though. You know what I'm saying? Like that's wild. You know what I mean?
Yo, Shakes, can I say something to you? Because you definitely gonna feel this right here, my brother. Pause. Remember when the Giants used to go to West Pulse to practice when they was with Coughlin?
Yeah.
Remember, they never went in Quest Diagnostics when they was with Coughlin. That was late. Yeah, they used to go all the way to West Pulse, New York, and have all of their training camps up there.
Right.
Come outside and put on the show.
Exactly.
In Albany,
so,
right?
Yeah. The West Pulse is right there by Albany. It's up that way.
Yeah,
you feel me? So, yeah. So think about it.
Hopefully they do
that. This is the reason why we. This is the reason why we were so happy about Harbaugh, right? Because this is old school, traditional head coaching, identity, culture setting situation. I don't think we ain't never been to motherfucking Greenbrier, West Virginia in our lives. Nobody.
Nope.
Nah,
What
I've been to
players on the
Yeah,
Giants is even from
in the
West
Rome,
Virginia?
though.
I don't think any of them.
That's my point.
Shout out to West Virginia. We ain't never
Right.
been there, but
West Virginia.
Shout outs to when you get there in camp, you gonna be like, yo, where the fuck we at? Because you know a lot of them is young.
In Santa Monica.
Oh no, wait till they get out there and they realize technology is not working the way they want it to.
Right.
the grass
Yeah.
smells different.
That's a whole fact. Wi-Fi ain't the same in West Virginia.
Country-ish.
Yes, brother. Yes.
Country-ish.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I think he's trying to set the tone for. He's trying to let them know, you know what? I'm taking you away from your comfortability to concentrate on football. And I'm okay
Love
with
football. If you don't love football, we don't want you here. He set the tone from day one, man, and this is just an extension of that. That's all
that. Right.
it is.
And I believe that's what it is. And I'm okay with that.
And
I
he
just
gets
ain't
more
gonna be
time.
going to training camp.
He gets more time
Right.
with it too because he's a new head coach.
Yeah.
You know, everybody knows that.
Yeah, and he doesn't answer to the GM. Let's get that out there. His conversations is straight him and Mara.
I think he talked to him.
Yeah, I mean he in the room, but he don't got to answer to nothing.
Yeah, right.
His interactions is in the contract. His interactions is with John Mara.
Yeah, Joe probably should calm
reenact
down
something,
too.
Can I reenact? Right. So let's say, right, all three of them in the room, Mara, Harbaugh, Schoen, right? And Harbaugh's like, look, we gotta go somewhere for training camp. I'm saying West Virginia. And Shane's like, no, I don't want to go all the way over there. Let's go to Albany. I wasn't talking to you. Mara.
Sit your bitch ass down before we make change.
Oh, okay, sure.
Right.
Yeah. Sit your $5 ass down before we make change.
Right.
That's it.
Right,
you dead.
Wrong, man.
Yeah, you dead.
Right, but you wrong for that shit.
That's that Samuel L. I asked you a goddamn thing.
Yo, first of all, same. I'm not talking to nobody who has never won half of the games in this league in my life. You can't tell me nothing. You do what you supposed to do. Stick to the, you know what I'm saying? Hey for horses, hey for horses. You deal with what you supposed to deal with. Stick to the numbers. No.
All right. Yeah. I'm looking, trying to find all of these sound effects. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you got them up here, but I'll get it acclimated eventually. So the consensus on this is not a good move for the public, but I think it's a good move for the team. Is that what we're saying?
Absolutely. It's a tremendously great move,
Yes,
Black.
sir.
It's tremendous, bro.
Major key.
Right.
It ain't a good move for E, but it's a good move for the Giants.
Right, not the ambassador. All right. To pivot real quick. There was some things in the news on the 18th, I believe, a few days ago. Young Wandelli, man, came out, had an interview with the official Titans podcast, OTP, and had some things to say about quarterbacking and a quarterback not having one throughout his career, something to that nature. But let's see if we can hear from Wandell himself and see what's going on with that. Let me know if y'all can hear it.
Tell us about now catching passes from Cam Ward and how big of a factor that was.
That was pretty big as well. For a lot of my career, I haven't had just that one guy back there playing quarterback, and it'll be nice to know that we got our guy back there. And just watching the little bit of stuff that I've been able to see of him, and I'm like, yeah, I can't wait to get back there with him.
Tell us about now.
So how we feeling about that, man? Is that shots fired? Is that shots fired at young Dart, or what's going on with that, man? What's going on?
I don't think, and I'm sorry if I'm cutting off anybody, but I don't think that was a shot at Dart. I think that was a shot at the organization from the standpoint of what he said. Like, I mean, I never had one quarterback. You know what I mean? Like, one stable quarterback is this guy, is that guy. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I mean? Like, So now he knows he got one stable quarterback now, you know what I mean? Ready to go. So I think it's more to the organization. Like, you ain't even, you know what I mean? The whole time I've been there, you ain't even get the guy that you were sold on. You see what I'm saying?
Okay,
Right.
that's one Dart who just got there. More on the organization who's never had a stable one, like you said, his whole tenure there. All right, talk to me,
Right.
LRP, man. Shots fired, or is it the same thing that Shake said? LRP, you with me, bro? Yeah. All right. Ghost, talk to me, baby. What's going on,
I
Wandelli,
mean,
man?
look, man, I say it like this, man. He ain't saying nothing wrong. Like, he's not lying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not at all. Like, he had the Daniel Jones for how long, and then that whole fiasco, mixing matching the quarterbacks when he was down. Finally got the Dart, but a little too late. He's on his way, got his contract, got his monies. Peace be the journey, fam. You know what I mean? Like, just but to sit there like shots fired, eh, you know, not necessarily because he was telling the truth. On the flip side, uh, don't we play them game one? If I'm not mistaken, for the season or not? Or do we
Um,
play them this year? I don't know if the schedule's up, but do we play them this
The
year?
schedule ain't come out, but
yeah, the
yeah, we do
schedule.
play.
We do play
Yeah,
the yeah.
Oh,
we
okay.
play for
So
that. But yeah, yeah,
right,
they on the schedule.
I can't wait to see my son Drew Phillips light his ass up in that game, and I'm gonna just leave it
Mm-hmm.
at that.
Mm-hmm. No, that's what I call the
The bulletin board
The
material.
Wandell of the
That's what that
cornerbacks
is.
there. Drew Phillips,
Yes, sir. And he's
Kentucky
gonna,
on
what I mean?
Kentucky violent.
He's gonna put it on a pause, and I expect him to. I mean, you could perceive it as shots fired, I guess, but for me, it's like he's not lying at the same time. Just get ready because number 22 is gonna be out there looking for you.
All right. Same difference. Talk to me, man. Shots fired from Wandell or business as usual?
Take it how you want them, man. If the bullet fit, you know what I mean? Because you gave me 3 different quarterbacks in one season, I still got 1,000. I could
Mm-hmm.
talk like this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I earned
Yeah.
the right to talk like this. I had a Jameis Winston, I had a Jaxson Dart, and I had a Russell Wilson. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I still got 1,000 yards. So I'm able to talk this way. And if you want to talk prior to that, we're talking Daniel Jones, who had one of his best seasons away from the organization. So I'm not blaming it on the quarterback itself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pointing at the organization. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
And them days is over
And I'm
with the
real
joining
John
my
quick,
Harbaugh.
old coach. And I'm
but
joining
real
my
quick,
old
you know what I
coach
mean?
for the bag.
My bad, saying, but you know what I mean? Daniel Jones, and then when he was hurt, you got the Tyrod Taylors, you got the Drew Locks. You know what I'm saying? So you
Mm-hmm.
gotta, you know what I mean? This is what he's
All
referring
facts.
to. Like, I didn't have a stable quarterback my whole tenure, bro.
Right. Right.
All facts.
All right. Edie Chosen one back with us. LRP, you back with us as well? Okay, brothers working hard. Brothers working hard.
I'm here, brother. I'm
All
here.
right. Edie Chosen one. Did you hear the video before you bounced off?
No, I actually was really waiting to hear what was said, my brother. Can I get that, please? Pause.
Yeah. Give me one moment. Let me load that back up. Pause real quick. Give me one moment. Load that back up. But yeah, it's pretty much Wandell talking his piece, man. He's a Titan now, so he get to talk a little spicy.
He ain't lie.
Yeah, he ain't saying no falsehoods for real.
Yes, sir.
Play that back for the brother real quick.
Tell us about now catching passes from Cam Ward and how big of a factor that was.
That was pretty big as well. For a lot of my career, I haven't had just that one guy back there playing quarterback, and it'll be nice to know that we got our guy back there. And just watching the little bit of stuff that I've been able to see of him, and I'm like, yeah, I can't wait to get back there with him.
Tell us.
So, all right. So some people taking that as shots at Jaxson Dart, but I think the brothers, pretty much, came to a clearer conclusion on that.
Freezy.
Tell me your
Freezy.
view. Hmm?
The man clearly states, it's been a little bit of, inconsistency in quarterback play. In 6 years, please do not forget, he also had Jake Fromm from State Farm back there. Okay?
Yeah, he did.
Okay? Like, you got to recognize all the Giants quarterbacks in the
Webbs and
last
all
6
them.
years, bro.
Crazy, yo.
So please take the statement for what he means. He means he hasn't had one person to play 16 games, to have a consistent season, to be able to build that chemistry, camaraderie to catch passes with. He said nothing wrong. He's absolutely right. And the truth is the truth. Because when Daniel Jones went down, you got to see guys from State Farm named Jake Fromm. You got to see the Drew Lucks. You got the Tyrod Taylors, the Tommy DeVitos. Come on, bro. He's not lying. So I don't understand why we are sitting here trying to make it seem like this young man is taking shots at one guy when he didn't even play with that guy for a full season. Because it started off with Russell Wilson, and then it got to Jaxson Dart, and then it went to Jameis Winston. He played with 3 quarterbacks just last season. Come on, man. We're not doing
Still made
that.
1,000.
We're not doing that, bro.
Yeah, you know New York, man. Everything in the New York, man.
Overblown pause, like always. It's too much.
It's stupidity, bro, for the stupid.
Shout out to Von Deli getting the bag over there. You know what I'm
saying? It's stupidity for the stupid, and we not stupid over here. So we gonna give you what's real. He said nothing wrong. We proud of him. Get your bag, son. You deserve that. Handle your business, and thank you for being off my team because I wasn't really feeling you like that anyway. I'm good.
Right. Go save the day somewhere else.
That's a fact. You wasn't my friend.
Yep, and that's a fact. Double MDE spot 2785. Tackle that like button.
Yes, sir.
Tackle it. All right. Any closing statements on the One Deli? We good?
Peace be your journey, and blessings be your life. That's
we'll
it.
See you game day. We'll see you.
That's a fact because we do play, y'all.
Yeah,
let's see what you.
Like I said, my son gonna be out there looking for him. Number 22.
All that talking get to see.
Phillips.
Yeah,
yeah.
Let's see what's popping in the street.
Nah, hold on, man. You don't act like Wandell ain't like that now.
Nah, I already know. You know, I know Deli like that's my young.
He is.
You know what I mean? That's my.
He is. And we're gonna see. It's gonna be fireworks.
Freezy is the pappy.
Fuck him up. I ain't going. This fuck him up. He too small. He too little. He gonna get hurt.
That's a whole fact.
Say
it one more time, Shakes.
Here's the thing. I was taking a look at Calvin Austin and taking a look at Wandell, and I'm like, wow, they're not too far off of each other, to be honest. The thing is really Wandell is way more of a physical wide receiver.
Right, but Calvin is a way more of a quick twitch burner.
Right. But see, Wandell is built for what he does, those underneath routes and all that type of stuff. Because although he is small, those small hands, pause, on the Burger King burger, pause. I mean, he takes a licking and keeps on ticking. That kid takes
because he's a first of all, he's a gym rat, he's a power lifter, and he's a contact balance guy, right? But what we got in Calvin Austin is a quick twitch, speedy, afterburner. Do not let him get behind you because it's over type of player. So I'm okay with the exchange rate, but I'm also okay with what's going on.
Good. Yeah. It's only good to me.
I'm good.
My bad.
I'm good with the exchange rate. Right.
Isaiah likely balanced all of that off. He just balances it all off.
And I'm gonna tell you something just like you need to know. Watch how we tear Wandell Robinson the fuck up.
Yeah, and listen, let me build off of that because that was my point to it when I said we're gonna fuck him up is because he's stronger, bro. Yeah, I'm saying he's stronger than Austin. Yeah, I'm saying so. Yeah, I mean you can give him all that, but where he is great at is that intermediate, right? Like in the middle of the field, and with a physical team like Harbaugh wants to be, going in the intermediate. You're going to get hit. You're going to get hit, and he's going to get hit a lot. That's what I'm trying to say to you. I mean, he's small, bro. He's strong, but he's small and stature, bro.
I
Let's
want to
not
see a
forget who's gonna
Darius.
be
Yeah, but
I
back
want to see
there.
a Darius
real
Washington.
quick.
hit him.
It's not the fact that he's been getting hit.
Yeah.
He's been absorbing these blows. It's nothing different. Now, I would like to see how they use him, because the way we used him last year was the way he's really supposed to be used.
Are we gonna be in Tennessee or Tennessee is coming to New
We
York?
don't know yet.
Mm.
Come out yet.
I'm gonna tell y'all this right now.
Actually do know.
If we
Oh,
We
got
know.
the
Yeah,
home and away?
because it tell you the away games.
Yeah, if
It
they're
tell you
away
the
games,
away
My bad.
games,
it'll
My
say
bro.
that
bad.
much at least. Yeah.
My bad, bro. Let me see.
Listen to me very carefully. If we are in Tennessee, I'll be doing a joint podcast, Shakedown 2.0, with students of the game. Because our brothers is already out there. Yeah, shout out to Smoke, students of the game. Shout out to Lito, students of the game.
But yeah, I want to see what is his name? Darius Washington. I want to see him line up the shot with with Mighty Mouse. The
It's
two
going to
little
be
guys.
Phillips, bro. It's going to be Phillips.
Yeah, that's what I believe.
He's saying, bro, because once he come around that corner when he come and Darius Washington right there, he gonna smack him.
But Phillips might be there. You feel me?
You right.
Drew Phillips might be there. And let me tell you something else. If he catches a pass, brothers, within the first 5 to 7 to 10 yards, Tremaine Evans gonna be right there.
Yeah, no, it looks like that's at MetLife. That's home.
So they gonna come up. Yo, I'm at that game. That game is gonna be one that I pay to see, because fat ass fucker that I hate is gonna be on the sidelines. And beating him, is gonna be more than everything to me.
Man, yeah. Y'all acting like Drew Phillips ain't make a play, give up a play. Make a play, give up a play.
But when he got better players around him,
That work in the slot.
yeah, but I'm gonna tell you this right now though. When he gonna have better players around him on the line,
fam. He was doing
right?
too much. That's what it was.
But let me tell you this though, right, Same, and I'm with you all the way. I'm never gonna disagree with that great wisdom. But when you got what we have now at that line of scrimmage, and Denard Wilson has his physical press man guys in a Debo and Tay Banks, the way that he makes a defense, and then he also loves 3 safety looks. That's why he brought Pinnock here, because he knows how to roam the box and stay around the line of scrimmage, right? Then you got a guy like a Drew Phillips. I don't even want to talk about our free safety right now, because I felt he should have been going since last year, but we just gonna keep moving forward. Trust me, it's a different type of defense, bro, and you're gonna see it.
What safety is guarding Wan'Dale Robinson?
If he has a 3 safety package with a linebacker dropping back in coverage, he's going to be bracketed. That means he's going to get hit the moment he catches the ball or runs across the field. They're never going to put a one-on-one there.
Bro, there's going to be a situation where a safety is going to be man-to-man on Wan'Dale Robinson. Who is that guy?
And I'm trying to tell you, they're never going to put a one-on-one there. They're
gonna man up Phillips on him. But here's the thing:
they're gonna man up Phillips on him, bro.
Phillips and him had battles in the spring. If everybody was watching the spring and the summer, and Wan'Dale got the best of him. Wan'Dale got the best of him. Phillips wound up having a lot of PBUs. I thought he was going to wind up, being able to turn his head around, because he was doing pretty good in camp, But Wan'Dale got the best of him a lot more than a lot of people would see if we actually go back and comb through that.
But the question is also, Cam is going to have to evade a lot of pressure for them little intermediate routes.
That's the main thing. The main thing is keeping pressure on Cam, and nobody gets that.
That's a whole fact. Yeah. So we gonna see how it go.
Man, I'll be there. Especially if we drop the Sonny Styles in that mid-level. Come on, man. Look, man.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Perfect segue.
Come on,
segue.
Yo, Sonny Styles, you already know.
Yo,
lights out.
Do the New York Football Giants trade back in the 2026 NFL draft. Due to the fact that we know we don't have third round capital because of trading for our young phenom Jaxson Dart, do we trade back, and how far do we go? I want to start off with our brother Shakes Montana, if he is available. I know I heard him sound like he was moving around out there. Shakes, talk to me, man. We moving back? We trading back?
I mean, we could.
And who
man.
we trading back with?
We could, like, you can trade back with the 5. I really, to me, in all seriousness, I would like to trade back to 37. You know what I'm saying?
37.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Cause
So you talking about second round?
You mean trade the 37?
What?
yeah,
No,
trade
wait. Okay, go ahead, Shakes.
Yeah,
I'm
he wanna
sorry,
trade the
brother. Go ahead.
37.
Oh, gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So we pick up
Second
extra
round.
capital and shit, because a lot of times, in those positions, those guys from the first round, they drop. You know what I mean? And that position right there, like that spot right there, and the team could get thirsty and shit, and give up a boatload of shit for that pick. You know what I mean? And we can
Okay.
for a lot of things, bro. So
Ah,
yeah,
Okay, I'm with you.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, I say it's possible to do the 5. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying with the draft show, going back to even 11. You know what I'm saying? And getting a boatload of compensation. And if you do that, pick up the guard Vega, and we rolling. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
But
that boy Vega's nice, man.
you know what I mean?
yeah,
But
he's
I,
Hennessy.
I'm on the trade back from 37. You know what I'm saying? Picking up a whole boatload of compensation for it.
But I want you to do me a favor, Montana. I need you to explain that to the fans because they hear you. We know what you're saying, but they're from somebody from the fans' perspective. They're like, okay, trade back. Well, why he keeps saying 37? We understand it. So break it down for the fans, though, bro.
Okay, so in the second round, you know what I'm saying? If you trade back, like say like you got a whole bunch of people that you feel like, you know what I mean, can improve on your team, which I feel like is gonna be the case in that second round. You know what I'm saying? So you trade back, get a whole bunch of compensation. You could probably even get a second round next year as well for that. You know what I'm saying? So you go back in the second round, maybe like let's say to like 50 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And get a whole boatload of shit, and you still got a second rounder. You got a whole bunch of conversation. You're probably picking up another third rounder this year as well with that. You know what I'm saying? And you just moving with guys. Like that's how the Ravens did things in the past, and I think that's how we should do things as well going in the future. So
And what he's explaining, and I'm saying this to the fans, is that he's saying he will give up our number 5 pick to get multiple picks in multiple rounds in the second and third, and future picks and possibly the second and third. That's what he's explaining to you guys.
I think they got that part though. I mean, I don't think they that stupid.
Nah, he didn't because he didn't say we'll trade from the first round down. He just was explaining the concept.
I'm saying, all right, say like, all right, let's go with the draft night, right? You know what I mean?
Right.
Nobody gives a good enough compensation for number 5. You know what I'm saying? And then you had to just pick whoever that was left over. You know what I'm saying? As far as Love or Styles, whatever, which is not a bad thing to do. You know what I'm saying? But let's say you don't. You know what I'm saying? You got to pick your guy. You know what I mean? Let's say you pick Styles. You know what I'm saying? Now at 37, you can fleece a team that's like at 50. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
So that would be Detroit. That would be the Detroit
Lions.
Lions.
Okay, so now I see what you're saying. All right.
You know what I'm saying? Now you getting you know what I mean, the 50 pick, so you're still in the second round, but you probably picking up a third round in this draft. You're picking up maybe round in this draft. You know what I'm saying? You fleecing. You know what I'm saying? You fleecing, dog.
Okay.
You know
So you
line,
basically doing first round type of fleecing shit in the second for the third, right?
Basically.
Okay. See, there you go. All right. Then that's what I needed the fans to know. There we go.
Yeah, I mean, so the bottom line is we need that third round pick by any means necessary. Malcolm X and them. We got to have it.
This year.
Yeah, this year.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Other futures other than this year.
Right. So let me ask y'all a question. What round do we not have in this draft?
A 7th and a 3rd.
Okay, so now we get back in the 3rd is what we talking now.
Yeah.
Okay, see, that's all I'm saying. We got to give them what we already have in our minds because they don't understand.
No, it was
So,
going to come
okay,
out in totality, but we had to let Shake speak his piece because Shakes was
got it.
on the draft show. This was one of the scenarios he wanted to. Instead of the 5, if nobody wanted to come up for a love situation, because I don't really think there's no pressure, right? Because there's no quarterbacks here. There's one quarterback and then all the rest of them.
Right.
So there's no real pressure. Everybody can kind of sit back and see who they're really falling in love with, and if they have the capital to come up and get that kid.
And what's crazy is, right, Shakes, LRP, Ghost, Same, and everybody, we lose that Vegas game. And we do whatever we want to do right now, bro.
Tank ball,
bro. Don't even
we could do whatever we want to do right now.
Bro, I fussed GHOSTDOG out about this shit when it happened, bro. He like,
yo,
you know, this game means something to Dart. I'm like, fuck what it means to Dart right now.
Got some gray hair behind that.
Yo, what it would mean to him going forward, bro.
Yo, can I tell y'all something? Could y'all imagine the New York Football Giants with already getting the Harbaugh, with already having their quarterback, with already having their run game, with already having a solidified number 1 wide receiver, with getting all the free agents that we got, with picking up a Juggernaut, a Likely, a Washington, a Edmonds, and getting these guys already that we have with the number 1 draft pick right now? Could y'all imagine us with the number 1 draft pick?
Bro, and then even going forward, even further, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Look at the Jets' compensation. Look at the desperation that the Jets is for the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? The desperation that Vegas is for the quarterback. The desperation that Arizona is for a quarterback. We could have fleeced these motherfuckers. All you had to do was lose against Vegas. One game. Just one game. You could have won next week.
Did Crosby play in that game? I don't remember.
No, I think he wanted to play. That was one of the things he wanted to play.
It was a controversial
and they sat him.
situation.
Yeah, remember? I think he dunked the football.
So the fix was in regardless, fam.
Showing that he was safe.
What I mean?
You know what I mean? He wasn't injured. But shout out to Double M Despo 2785. He says, Shakes, man, the draft not that deep to be doing all of that.
Let's talk about that. Shakes, how do you feel about that since it was a comment directly towards what you were saying?
I disagree. Like, I don't think there's a lot of blue chips, like, you know what I mean, major stars, right? But there's like that a crop of good players. So if you can pick up an extra second or extra third, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to be in great position to get a good to great football player. You know what I'm saying? Because there's deep in that crop. There's no blue chips where you like, oh my gosh, there's, you know what I mean, about 10, 15 guys that's like blue chips. No, it's not that. But you're going to maybe 4 or 5 rounds where you can pick up good fucking players, bro. You know what I'm saying? So why not load up on that?
I think there's a lot of misevaluation in this draft.
Talk on it, LRP.
Spread out. The draft is spread out. It's not like mad blue chippers, but it's spread out with good talent.
So LRP, I have a question for you. I have a question for you, LRP. When you look at the draft so far, and I know you did some homework on this, what do you feel the premium positions in this draft is? Every year, there's premium positions in the draft, right? Last year, quarterback position. Wide receiver position is here or there sometimes. Offensive lineman may have the edge. In this draft, what premium positions do you feel it is across the board?
That's the thing. It's with NIL and a lot of the transfer portal. It's sporadic. You know what I mean? In my opinion, I think it's just a lot of sporadic. I don't think that there's dominant O-line play, or with all players from the O-line, or a straight defensive lineman, or straight linebackers, or cornerback is because there's multiple players that I think are really good in multiple layers. You know what I mean? In different areas, different schools. Like there's, not popular schools. You don't have your top, tier, top 11, top 12 schools all have players on it. But, look at players from Houston or West Virginia or, North Dakota State, Appalachian State. There's some players there, so I think Texas A&M. I think we can go this year by like schools because there's multiple players coming from the same school. But yeah, there's just talent all over the place. So I agree with Shakes when he said there's not a lot of stars, but I definitely think that there's a lot of blue chips.
So to me, like the premium position, if you asking me, I would have to say the premium position is linebackers. You can get more premium guys at linebackers than anything in this draft. But as far as like the position that is like the deepest, where you can get some good talent, is the wide receiver. Because to me, I got like 20 wide receivers that's in my top 100. You know what I'm saying? So, like, to me, it's the wide receivers. Like, that's the deepest class for me. But as far as like premium, because you can still get a premium linebacker in the 5th and 6th round, and that's crazy. So that's what
I'll tell you what, right? Here's just one team. If we wanted to go either which way, because that's the word you got to use, for one of those Ohio State boys, I'm good with it. And it's 3 of them. Let's get that out there. It's 3 of them. The Arvell Reese, the Carnell Tato, the Sonny Styles, it's 3 of them. Nobody on this panel would be mad.
Cool.
Say that again.
McDonald, Caden McDonald. Yeah,
right.
He's another one. And the Carnell Tates.
Listen. I think the linebacker corp this year, like Shakes was trying to explain, is very, very deep. You can get quality linebackers to positional linebackers to special teams. That's what you usually do towards the end of the draft. But when I say for position fit, so just think about like a Zach Bond who they had playing special teams until a coach comes around and and says, "Hey, no, listen, put this kid at linebacker. What the fuck are you doing?" And you wind up playing in this kid is phenomenal. Outside of him, doing what he did to Scatterbo. But outside of the linebacker position, the defensive tackle position is also one that slept on, man. I mean, as far as the run stuffing, what we're looking for, not much, a lot of the 3 tech, there's a couple of them here and there. But I think what we're looking for, like some of those Hog Molly thugs, we're going to be able to find them 4th, 5th round if you want to go that far. But I think we need to go get the best of everything this year, of course. That's why I believe we need that 3rd round pick. And another sneaky one is cornerback, man.
Yeah,
a lot of long rangy cornerbacks in this draft and wide receivers. This is a draft for depth. If a team needs to load up on a position, I think you could double and couple up on some things this draft if you have the capital, and store some kids that that got the upside and the potential, the RAS score and all this stuff that's out the gym, and scheme fit or whatever they want to do. But for us, I think we just need to choose the best players that's on our board. Stop that bullshit for the scheme fit like he said he wasn't going to do. We just really need to get the best guys, and he's been doing pretty good. I got to be honest. That last draft to me, last year's draft class, I think is going to pan out to get some contracts as well, because we're looking at 2022, and look at all them boys wind up getting opportunity.
Yep. And let me tell you right here, Freeze, a lot of people forget, right? When you look at a non-quarterback draft, every other position becomes the focal point, right? Running back, cornerback, wide receiver, linebacker, but most of all, we talking the safety, bro. Caleb Downs is in this draft too. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, we kind of like forgetting, right?
Yeah, let's be real with it, bro. Caleb Downs is in this draft. And where he from?
The Ohio State.
So guess what?
Sure, Ohio.
4 players that could be drafted at possibly the position that we're in at 5, and we wouldn't be mad at either one of them. Think about it. If we drafted Arvell Reese, for some reason, if he fell, we'd be great. If we drafted Caleb Downs, we'd be okay with that. If we drafted Sonny Styles, we'd be all right with that. If we drafted Carnell Tate, we'll be all right with that. But guess what? 3 of the 4 is going to be available. 3 of the 4 is going to be available.
We're in a good position if we stay pat, of course. I just think the main thing is just being in the game, having enough selections, and we got that 666 going on for no apparent reason. We need to be able to couple some of those up and move forward. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just think we just need to be at least. We need to get back in the game in 3rd round, and if we can, get an extra 4th, that'd be great. I'm thinking.
Where do we have the extra picks at? We have a round with extra picks.
Yeah,
so if we can couple those, y'all think so? We got 3 6s.
Yeah, 666. Yeah.
And we got the couple those. Would y'all? So let me ask y'all a question. Would y'all couple? Yeah. So would y'all couple 2 6s and a 5 maybe to get back in the 3rd round, or 6 5?
2 6s and a player.
Yeah,
2 6s and a player.
Jalen Hurts.
Right.
So first of all, the WNBA is having an expansion draft. He's going. Keep going.
I'm just saying. I mean, that's a player that's there still, on a so-called reasonable contract. He got some upside. He can clean out the field. You know what I'm saying? He can run straight.
Yeah.
Right.
Everything else, you have to figure out. And it's interesting. The wide receivers coach who asked him when he was coming out of Tennessee, he was like, yo, we know what you are. We know who you are. You're a speed guy, right? And he was like, no, coach, I can run routes. He's our wide receiver coach.
Word? The dude that he was like, okay, let me show you. And they made that video to show him proving him wrong. Yeah. He's our wide receiver coach?
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
Maybe that's what he needs. Maybe that's the remedy.
Well, first of all, if I was the dude that was in the video, I come back and say, so you remember we had this conversation 3 years ago, right?
You know you done fucked up, right? Right.
That's a fact.
Yep.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. Who is you?
Now you know you done fucked up, right?
Yeah, that's pretty ironic, huh?
That's crazy.
So, right.
Right.
So you was there at 8:30? Yeah. I was there at 8:30. Okay.
All right. So we trading back?
No.
I'm with whatever we do. As long as we take
5?
Carnell Tate at 5, y'all can do whatever y'all want.
No, all right. So all right, you were trading back in the 2nd round. You're not with
I'm with Shakes. When Shakes said let's trade back from the 2nd round and do what we need to do, I'm all the way with that. Yeah. Let's get Carnell Tate at 5 and y'all can have whatever y'all want.
You gotta find a way to get a 3rd. So you're gonna trade back in the 2nd. As long as you get a 3rd and a couple other late picks, man, we good.
Bring up that 6. Bring up that 6.
And we'll trade one of the 6s. You want to trade one of the 6s?
Trade both of them.
Trade both of them. You get 2 6s and a player. Let's play the game, fellas. I'll start with LRP. What player would you give up for 2 6s and a 3rd round pick, LRP?
I wouldn't do that.
What?
At least I would say you can have pick 192 and a player.
What player would you give up?
It'll be Jalen Hyatt.
Okay.
What is he shown? What is he shown?
They might get some fight.
If you're dealing with somebody and the players on the table, they already have interest, more than likely. You know what I'm saying? If anything, you'll say these are the available players. And a lot of people think they can fix these players, bro. Remember, we traded up to get this kid, and it's crazy because we traded up to get him, drafted him, and Tillman went right after him. So there's some love about that Tennessee, wide receiver core, and Chris Brazell, he's going to wind up getting some love too. Nobody's going to scout the helmet on that kid. So although we feel how we feel about Jalen Hyatt, believe you me, there's somebody out there that was trying to scout that boy and is like, I could fix it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Freeze, who would you give up a 6 in a player? What player would it be?
I brought up the Jalen Hyatt. That was
Okay,
my thing.
okay, same.
You can't sell Jalen Hyatt. He gives up on routes. There's footage of that. Yeah, we're talking about him getting busy. I don't have much footage of him getting busy unless we're talking about Tennessee. With the New York Giants, I could show you footage of him giving up on routes, letting other people eat.
You're
supposed to be the distraction route. I seen it with my own eyes on the television.
I'm saying you're supposed to be selling
27-inch Zenith.
Well, that's why I said there's somebody out there that's going to say I can fix him. I'm not saying that he's already made product.
Well, you're going to have to. That's in a multitude of ways.
Well, that's in the coaching. We're not coaches, bro. Let's also think about that.
That's a fact.
We don't teach. We don't teach players, no wide receivers, no DBs. So I'm just saying, when you get drafted at a certain place, it stays with you, and people are keep going until you go on a vet minimum no longer, until your body can't do it, right? And so there's always a value for a player, but you got to find a fit. I guarantee you, there's someone out there that's like, yo, that Jalen Hyatt though, maybe. Look. For instance,
maybe.
For instance, I know it was the first round, but Evan Neal got another contract.
In Jesus' name.
So did Eric Flowers.
In Jesus' name. And wound up to play 6 more years after he left the Giants. He got 2 contracts after he left us. One with Miami and one with the Commanders.
So Jalen Hyatt still on this team for a reason?
No, I don't even want to go that far, but we're going to
because he's
an attractive option.
Yeah. Well, because he's on his roster because he's contract controlled. He's still in a rookie situation. And even after he comes out of it, that's when you base that off of career, accrement. I'm just saying he's a piece to couple up with other picks to get to where you need to go. That's it.
Okay.
I'm not saying he to play by himself like a trade, like a swap, like I'm trading a player for player thing. It ain't going like
GHOSTDOG.
Yeah,
Which player?
I'm of the same mind, fam. Like, what's the point of having that young man here to waste away unless they got plans for him? But if that's the case, if we could, put him together with one of those number 6s and ship him off for something else, I'm with it.
All right, fellas, man.
Well,
you got anything else on the trade back, man? I think we did the job.
Yeah. Y'all might not agree with me, right? Because I'm not even going to think about Hyatt. I'm with throwing Singletary up in the package.
Oh, package deal right now. Oh. For what?
A 6 in Singletary.
A 6 Singletary.
And Singletary to get in the third.
To get in the third.
To get into the
third. Word. I'm throwing a player with some value. But listen to me. I'm throwing a player that has some value in this league as a veteran because we already have the answer for him if he's gone in Turbo Miller. So we're not really losing nothing.
I don't see it, bro. I don't see it.
I ain't gonna have it.
Remember.
Hold on. Somebody said something. Say that again, Shakes.
I said, what team is doing that? Ain't no team doing that, bro.
Why no team? Why is no team doing that?
They're gonna be like, just release him.
A Singletary.
Yeah. I mean that's what was about to happen until he took a pay cut.
Let's talk before we start fumbling over each other, right? Let's talk.
Out loud,
so
bro.
Devin, no, listen to me. 7. Go ahead.
No, let me say it out loud, bro. A Devin Singletary and a 6th rounder to pick up a 3rd rounder.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
You be the 5th round.
Okay, and I love the fact that somebody. So I need y'all to think. A way less productive player with nothing on his resume in Jalen Hyatt for a 3rd rounder.
No.
That's not happening.
That wasn't important.
But to get up off one of them 6 rounders?
But that's why I asked, though. I asked John, y'all kept saying Jalen Hyatt.
No.
I
You asked. The
package,
3rd round, hold on for a second. The 3rd round pick was already done with us moving back in the 2nd round. when we moved back in the second round from 37 to what 50, I think 50 each. Shake said
Mandatory
I wouldn't
third.
go that far. I wouldn't go
Yeah.
that far down. But the trade back in the second round gets you the third round pick. What we're talking about now is just an additional pick.
Oh, but I asked, what will we do to give up a sixth rounder and what a player to get in the third round? That was my specified question.
Gonna need two of those. It's public knowledge that you got 3. I need 2 of those. Just on a business
I don't even think
standpoint.
really that gets it done to get you to the third.
Nah,
that'll probably get you to the fourth, maybe.
Yeah,
fifth. You get to the fifth.
Yeah,
two six in
the
a
fifth, ladder of the
Singletary
fourth.
that gets you to a late round fifth.
Well, I don't think Singletary gets you anything.
That's
Because
disrespect.
remember, Singletary took a pay cut.
Crazy.
Remember, Singletary took a pay cut. He's making the vet minimum, so they were going to cut him. He only is here because he took the vet minimum. That's it.
That shit is a 2023.
So I don't think he has any value that way.
Yeah, he's our best pass blocker.
LRP.
He's our best pass blocker. Without him fumbling the ball, he is productive.
Now, my bad. What you were saying, LRP?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm mumbling. I'm gonna go ahead, Shane. My bad.
No, go. I'm good.
Nah. You said something, and the brother.
I said no. It's a 2023 fucking used car off the lot. This shit ain't got no value.
That's a motherfucking Prius.
The blow motor pause.
Yeah,
it's a 2023 Prius.
Yep. Check engine light.
Going that shit trying to get a hybrid. Nah.
Right.
Well,
Might as well get you a Neon.
All right, fellas. I think we did it, man. Let's get some closing statements, man, and take it to the crib. I just want to say real quick, thanks to everybody that's out here with us on a Saturday night at 11:46 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for us. I'm not sure where everybody else is around the world. We're being out here talking New York Giants football with the Shakedown, man. We appreciate y'all. Make sure you run up, sub up, like and subscribe, join the tribe, man. Make sure you go hit the description. Everybody's profile under there. Make sure you sub up to everybody, man. It's the family. We streaming for you, man. We bringing all this content for you. You know what I'm saying? We'll be breaking everything down, going into the draft, into the season. Let's take some closing statements real quick, man, and start off with the brother LRP, man. Take it to the crib, baby.
I appreciate everybody tuning in, chiming in, tuning in next week. Glad the brothers is back. Glad we back. Appreciate everybody, man. Have a good weekend. Enjoy. Let's go. That's it.
All right, LRP. Brother. All right, same difference. Take us to the crib, baby.
You already know. Shakedown 2.0. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Everything you need is down below. Pause. I'm out of here.
All right, same difference. There it is. Family. All right, Ghost, talk to me, baby. Take us to the crib.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir, man. You know, things is light in the news circulation when we over here talking about jersey swaps and whatnot. But, man, that being the case, man, a lot of stuff to look forward to. John Harbaugh making moves, getting these folks ready to make that trip down to West Virginia. And Harbaugh we trust, man. It's only up from here.
All right. Ghost dog. Root.
Yes, sir.
Young phenom. All right, Edie chosen one from the Bronx. Take us to the crib, baby. Ambassador.
Listen, brothers. Tell a friend to tell a friend. The Shakedown 2.0 is back in the building and again. Doesn't cost you nothing. Hit that like, subscribe into the tribe, man. We're trying to build up everything that we can to keep bringing you guys the content that you need, the education that you may miss, but most of all, the fun, man, the things that we do, nobody else does. We the innovators. You know what I'm saying? And it's time. Let's get it. You the chosen one from the Bronx. Y'all know what time it is, man.
Yeah. You the chosen one, the ambassador. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you definitely follow everybody on Elon's Twitter, x.com. And the brother you the chosen one, he definitely runs a good spaces out there when he throw the signal and the bat signal up. We just got to participate with him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just don't want to dedicate that time on a Saturday. That's why we here on the night. You know what I'm saying? Giving you this Giants information. But
word.
Shakes Montana, man. Take us to the crib, baby.
Yeah, so great show, man. Like my boy said, man, I'm glad everybody's back, man. The band is back together. Um, like they also said, man, hit that subscribe, man, comment, let us hit the algorithm and all that. DA Shakedown 2.0 on YouTube. SME 2026, like I said, it's in the description, but look out for my draft rankings on there. So, I mean, y'all definitely gonna want to sub up, man, and hit the notification bell so y'all know when I drop them videos, man. So, other than that, man, great show, man, and looking forward to the next episode.
All right. Yeah, man. Like the brother said, make sure y'all like and subscribe to the family. We're gonna continue bringing great content to you, man. We're gonna start dropping more on the Shakedown 2.0. So make sure you tuned in. Other than that, man, we out. Shakes, take us to the crib, baby.
My pleasure, man. Like we always say around this time, we don't expect y'all to agree with us, but we damn sure expect y'all to understand. Understand? Don't get shook up because we keep shit live. It's the Shakedown with New York Giants on that drive for 5. And we out of there. Take us away, Blkfreezy. Good
And
night.
you just been
Shit.
shook by the Shakedown, and we the fuck up out of here. Peace.
Hey.